Welcome to Coach Hayes Football Live. He can talk about anything from high school to the pros. This guy knows the game, so you better not be half-stepping.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is going to agree with me before they agree with you.
Strap in, because Coach Hayes is about to
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Go ahead,
right here, right now.
Subscribe now and check out CoachHayesFootball.com.
What's up, everybody? Let me know everything looks good, sounds good, and we're going to get this thing rocking and rolling. Now, you see Canes up here. We're changing a couple of things here. We're going to get this thing started. During the season, I'm making a little change here. I'm going to consolidate all of this stuff together. So we're going to talk about the Hurricanes. The three teams that I'm featuring this season are the Hurricanes, Colorado Buffaloes, and the UCF Knights. And so we're going to make it one big show. We're going to consolidate these things into one big show and kind of talk about it, because as the season goes on, there's so much that happens, so many lives, it just eats up so much time and you can't get other things done. You can't edit these videos, put this out. So I'm trying to put everything into one. I know you guys might miss me a little bit, but what you can do is we're going to do more in the Discord. So how that happens is you can become a member. It's just $4.99, one price. We go in there, we can talk more in the Discord, we can do other things, we can watch games and stuff. And on Saturdays as well, we do the pre and post game shows. So it's a lot more live stuff that's going to be happening. So throughout the week, I'm gonna consolidate everything into this one show on Wednesdays, right in the middle of the week. And then we'll talk about these things and do the pre and post game shows and so forth throughout. But we'll talk more in the Discord and so forth. Still going to keep it the same. We're going to open up the phone lines and talk, but we got to stick to our timer a little bit. So stick to the 2 minutes, say what you got to say. But if you want to talk more, we can do so in the Discord. We can spend as much time as we want, and we could definitely make it happen. So I know it's a little change, and people don't like change, but you got to evolve, right? As Coach Saban said, if you don't adapt, you'll die. So we got to make it happen. So we're going to kick this thing off. We're going to start off now talking about the Miami Hurricanes' super huge win over the Florida Gators in the Swamp. And I had the opportunity to attend that game, went into the Swamp, the most god-awful stadium in every city, across this country, across this nation, in the world. It's terrible. You need $5 worth of gas and a match, and we can solve that problem relatively easy. So hopefully, hope you guys understand that's what's going to happen. So if we want to have more extensive conversations and more interaction, come into the Discord. We can talk, get real deep and in depth about what's going on. So I appreciate it. LMV with a thumbs up lets me know everything looks good, sounds good. We're going to make it happen. And we'll definitely go from there. So as you see, people here with the green, they are members in LMV. Also, if you'd like to put a Discord, it's in the description below. But if you'd like to put a Discord in there, I would appreciate it. And thank you so much. And go ahead. Like I said, you can join. It's free to join. But if you want to get into the back rooms, the locker room, and so forth, then become a member. You'll link your YouTube link to the Discord, and it automatically open up those doors for you. So let's go ahead and get this thing going, man. Let's talk about these Hurricanes. Cam Ward is the man of the hour. Everybody and their mom is talking about him. I just saw Jimbo Fisher said something on Twitter. I guess he was on a podcast, something. He was talking about him. Urban Meyer is talking about him. Everybody's talking about this guy. And I think part of him coming to the Miami Hurricanes, I've said this before, was part of him coming to the Miami Hurricanes was to prove to the NFL that he's a winner. Not that he can play. I think we knew that already. The problem is he never was really on a winning team. He was at Incarnate Word first. I think they did well. I don't really know, I have to be honest. Then he went to Washington State. He did phenomenal individually. Statistically, he did well. He had some fumbles here and there, but he put up numbers. And I think he, as through his recruiting process or his transfer portal process, there were a lot of questions maybe he wanted answered through the NFL draft and maybe through his NFL grade. And I don't know this to be certain. It's just my assumption that part of his grade was, can he win? Can he lead? Can he be a leader? Can he take a team over the top, right? Because you can have an athlete and you can have a quarterback that can throw the ball all around the yard, have great numbers, but be a bad leader, can't lead guys. And I believe he picked the right team, and this is exactly what the Miami Hurricanes needed. a person who could lead from the quarterback position, right? And so I think that's what he's doing now. It's been said that he's a vocal leader. It's said that, I mean, coaches have been saying that, players have been saying that. Then Michael Irvin comes out and says, hey, you know, he was talking to a receiver that was on the team that was up in Baltimore throwing with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, you know, was throwing with this receiver from the Hurricanes. They go to have a receiver quarterback deal where they throwing the ball around, and my man not there. He called him on the phone and said, hey, bro, where you at? Man, I'm up here with Lamar Jackson, you know, catching some pass. He said, you're going to be catching balls from Lamar Jackson this year, and if you don't get back here, you won't be catching no balls from me either. These are the kind of stories that I believe is definitely going to up his draft stock. Not the fact that he can win, not the fact that he can put a storied program like the Miami Hurricanes back on the map, but then these kind of stories get out where he can win. And I think that's big right there. I think that's huge. So that's where we are in regards to the Miami Hurricanes. Now, they made short work of the Florida Gators, convincing win. They end up scoring a little bit late there to make it 17, but it was really 10-41. Boyd Gallis misses a field goal as well, so it could have been probably even uglier than that. It could have been 44-17 if you ask me, but it happens. But 41 was plenty in order to win. Cam Ward goes out 26-35 for 385, 3 touchdowns and an interception. And then again, Damian Martinez comes in. He carries the most of the load at 15 carries, 65 yards, 4.3 yards a carry. And then Mark Fletcher as well, who had 7 carries for 23. But it was great to see Mark Fletcher back in the backfield because we weren't sure if we were going to have him. Coach Chris Ball came on the press conference, said he'd been good for about 3 or 4 weeks prior to the season starting, and he looked like it. He looked like it. And so I'm happy to see those guys. And, of course, old Winchester, Xavier Restrepo. I call him Winchester because, you know, Winchester, old reliable. I don't care what you do to it. It's going to work. 7 catches for 112, 16 yards in the tub. And one thing I like Cam did, and a lot of the Miami Hurricane fan base had some issues with this. Everybody only threw the Restrepo. Well, guess what? If I was the quarterback, I'm throwing the Restrepo also because the dude can play. He knows how to get open. He going to catch the football. However, Cam Ward spread the love around. Arroyo had 4 catches. Isaiah Horton had 4. Elijah Lofton had 2. Jacoby George had 2 for a touchdown. Mark Fletcher had 1. Sam Brown had 3. Cam McCormick kicked off the season with a touchdown. 1 catch, 1 touchdown. Jordan Lyle, true freshman, coming in with a catch. And then Damian Martinez got the ball thrown to him, but he didn't catch it. So there were a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Damn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 receivers that caught the football or were targeted, rather. Didn't necessarily catch it, but were targeted. And that's big right there. Now you have a quarterback that can throw the ball around the yard. Defenses can't just hone in on one guy. They can't just double guys or star guys like we used to call it. So everybody out there can become a potential threat to your defense. And that's big right there. On the defensive flip side of this, the defense played extremely well. Losing to Ruben Bain, I think 2nd, 3rd, 4th play of the game, lost him early in the game and didn't skip a beat. They didn't skip a beat. So they came in and made it happen. Jaden Harris had an interception. Misha Powell had an interception as well. So, I mean, those were big. And I think Jaden Harris dropped an interception, which is fine. I get it. No big deal. No pressure. It happens. But everybody played. Everybody contributed. Defensive line looked great. Tyler Barron came in creating pressure. You know, like I said, with Ruben Bain being out, didn't necessarily miss a beat. And I think that was great. And again, Boyd Gallis was 2 for 3, making it happen as well. What I'm going to do is open up the phone lines. Y'all can start building up the queue, 862-799-9956, as I kind of preview FAMU, which we know FAMU is a school, a HBCU. Shout out to HBCU FAMU Rattlers out of Tallahassee. We'll be coming down to the Hard Rock to get skinned up. Now, we're doing these reptiles a little dirty. I got to be honest with you. We already skinned up a gator. We're gonna skin back these rattlers, these rattlesnakes. We're gonna make it happen. You understand me? We're gonna be skinning up some folks around here in a minute. But of course, FAMU, I believe, is definitely overmatched, has always been overmatched. But and I don't think, people are saying putting up 80 and so forth. One thing I believe Mario Cristobal and no coach has try to embarrass them. It is what it is. It's one of those games. It's a tune-up game. FAMU gets paid to come down here to play. They bring their band. It's an entertaining thing. So if you are in Miami, go to that game. The tickets are not expensive, but it does help support not only the Miami Hurricanes, but FAMU Rattlers as well. I got to give my HBCU love. Of course, I'm a Hampton University grad, HBCU as well. So go ahead out there and help those in. Like I said, 862-799-9956 is the phone number. You're more than welcome to pop on in. Real quick, let me give some love to some donos in the building already. We got my man Jay. I'm just gonna call him Tiny. How about that? And if you do donate on Cash App, I'll block out your name because some people have the government name and y'all got warrants, so y'all don't want to be seen. But this was the other day on the day of the game. I didn't get a chance to do it because I was live. So shout out to him for the $5 there. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. As well as put this up. Shout out to 102-507-AB in the building for the $25. I appreciate that. Thank you so much as well. Thank you. And we also have, okay, I'll put this up now. Was this today? No, this was earlier. Okay. And it's a little bit from September 1st on Cash App for week 1 analysis of Colorado football versus NDSU. And we'll talk about that. I appreciate you right there. I'll just call you JR if you don't mind. But I got the pictures up there. So if you got warrants, they see your face. So get it off your Cash App. But appreciate you. Thank you for that as well. So shout out to JR for that. And speaking of those analysis, that's what we call the good, the bad, and the ugly film review, right? That's where I break down all the good plays, the bad plays, and just the downright ugly plays. So go check those out. They're doing extremely well. And those get demonetized as well because, they don't want us to, I guess they don't want us to use the footage. Everybody talking about, Coach, you got to use fair use. I've tried. I've said it. I've disputed it. It hasn't worked for me. Maybe if somebody else knows another way, then so be it. But if not, if you like what you see and you care to help this channel grow in that way, you're more than welcome to help out, donate, whatever you got to do. So Miami Hurricane, like I said, 862-799-9956. We're going to work this for the first hour, and then we'll work into Colorado and then UCF as well. So I know a lot of people like, oh, Coach, why are you doing it like this? Well, this is what it's going to be. And we got to make it this way because I got to be able to maximize my time. And never forget the cane juice, baby. The cane juice is here. Hold on. Whew. And it's biting too. It's biting. I'm interested to see. I said this earlier. You guys know, I when we got Cam, I said, hey, we should go 10-2. Damian Martinez comes, I say 11-1. Now we know what Florida State has done the past 2 weeks. We know what we did to Florida. Not in our conference. Virginia Tech, who's on our schedule, loses to Vanderbilt. Did our schedule get even easier than we anticipated? That's what I want to know. Think about it. We already got one of the easiest schedules, and people, y'all got an easy schedule. So what? I don't even care. But the way Florida State is looking now, Virginia Tech lost. Remember, it was Florida State, Louisville were the three kind of, maybe so. Florida put them to sleep. Florida State looked bad. And then my bad. And Louisville. You saw what I did there? And Louisville. Now, am I asking too much to go 12-0, or am I drinking the cane juice? Am I drinking the cane juice? God doggone it. I'm drinking the cane juice. I'm drinking it. So I'm a little excited. Tell me if I'm off my rocker. Tell me if I'm right. I have no idea, but we'll definitely see, man. First call of the night, man. DP in the building. DP, talk to us.
Coach, what to do, my boy, man? Hey, I'm talking junk the rest of the year, man.
Let's do it.
Hey, I'm showing no mercy like Captain Encino. Go Canes. We got us a quarterback. We got us a leader. I don't see nobody. I want all the smoke. Bring up your challenger. We gonna smash them. Let's get it, Canes.
Hey, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. See, this is the kind of fan I need. When you call in, I need that dude that's ready to go. I don't need no. Hey, shout out to Insane D.
I'm ready, Coach. I want all the smoke, Coach. I want all the smoke. We SEC. What is the SEC to a hurricane? We smacked 2 of y'all.
Hold up. And Insane. You know I love you, dog, like a play cousin. We're gonna share that bottle. But he said, gotta take it one game at a time. God dang it. I ain't taking nothing one game at a time.
I ain't talking like that no more. That was the old Canes. We ain't like that no more. We want all the smoke. Line it up.
Line it up. Line it up like the white lines in the 80s.
We got him at quarterback, man. We got him. That's why I ain't even worried, Coach. I ain't worried. We got him. All that, taking one game at a time. Yeah, that's what players better do. The fans, we better turn up.
Jason, what's up with you, boy? Hey, listen, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the come. I'm ready for it. Listen, bruh, listen. This is real quickly. Okay, I got my man Poole in the back. We know we got next. We got FAMU. Shout out to FAM. We got Ball Sack State. They coming up after that. I'm sorry, I meant Ball State. Excuse me. We got Ball State. Coach talking hella trash right now. We got Ball State. Bro, if I hear one more person DM me, call me, tweet me, Coach, I'm a little worried about this USF game. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drive to wherever you are and slap your face.
Why is they worried about USF? Okay, USF's going to get ready to play them. After y'all see that game, get me up about USF. Y'all so worried about it.
Right.
They all right for group of 5. This is Power 5 football. Man, I don't want to hear nothing about no USF, man, because the quarterback, Brown, that's who you scared of. We got Cam Ward.
We got Cam Ward, bro. We got Cam Ward. But we not only Cam Ward. We got weapons. He's got weapons. They got weapons. And our defense looks good. People were talking about the defensive backfield. I understand maybe, but they look good. And again, let's not underestimate Florida. Let's call it what it is. They still had athletes. We whooped them. But they still had athletes out there. They didn't just have guys, they weren't out there just broken up and downtrodden, right? They had players. The
credit I will give Florida coach is that they didn't let us run the ball all up over them. They really held our running game to, you feel me? They ain't let us run all over the field, basically what I'm trying to say. We had to really pass that rock to beat them. So that's why I say Florida, they're going to be able to stop some teams running if they can't pass the ball.
Right. So that's why I am DP with it. So, like I said, at the end of the day, that's why I'm with it. I'm ready to make it happen. I'm cool with it, and we could definitely go from there. Hey.
And then for the fans and the fans that's worried about USF, name me their offensive lineman, please. Name me their offensive lineman, and how much can they see our D line? Please.
I can name their 5 offensive linemen. You ready?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky. And you know what that get them? A slap to the face. Get that crap out of here, man. Nobody want to hear that foolishness. That's the name of their offensive lineman. Boosie, what's up with you, baby? You got to hit me up, man. We got to chop it up, dog. But there go E. Brown. They've been looking for you, E. Brown. The schedule protected by helicopter glass. But I mean, that's why I am, man. But real quick, man, let them know DP where you at, man. We got other callers on the line. Let the people know where you at, where they can find you. I see you out there on the YouTube, out there in the YouTube streets with that hurricane gear on. Talk to us.
Yeah, man. You see me getting down. But yeah, follow your boy down page, Talking Sports with DP. You feel me? Come on, check out your boy. I'm talking about that college football, whatever sports topic coming out.
I love it, man. I love it. Well, I appreciate you, dog. Let me go ahead and knock Jordan Poole out, another member in the building.
Yes, sir.
All right. Much love to him, man. All right, Jordan Poole. Hey, Boosie, you got to talk to me, dog. Where you at, brother? Where you at? Text me, dog. Text me where you at. I don't want to say nothing too loud because the last address I had, you may not be wanted up in these parts, Boosie. You may not be wanted up in these parts. Even though I know you from the crib, dog. You the homie. But you may not be wanted in these parts. So let me know where you at first, man. You know the number. It's still the same. All right. Where we at? Poole, talk to us, man.
What up, Coach?
I'm good. I'm good. What's up with you, man? You ready?
Man, I've been waiting since 5 minutes after the game was over to call in, man. What the hell? It took so long to open these lines up for me, man.
Man, I was at the game, so I don't have no phone line with.
I was at the game too, man. I was standing next to the gate where everybody's celebrating too, man.
Hey, man. Oh, you was at the gate, man. Listen.
Coach, man, I was section 40, so that's right behind the 40-yard line, 13 rows up from the players.
Oh, you way better than me. I was up there. I was sitting in God's living room where I was at.
Shit, man, hey, I could have threw a football, knocked the Gators out with it. You know what I'm saying? How close I was to the field.
What? Nah, not me. I could have threw a football to Jesus. We could have played football in his backyard. I was so high up there.
I was right. I was probably below y'all then. You was on that second level. Oh Lord.
Second. Man, you don't understand. You know where God lives?
You in the upper room? Oh man, coach.
The upper room.
All them deep pockets you got, you in the upper room? Oh, I don't want to hear that.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the best spot in the house anyway for me, because I like to look down. I get to see everything. I like to see the formation. So I like to look at
it.
Yeah,
but you ain't hear, man. I'm telling you, ain't hear it, man. I'm telling you, when Martinez ran that Florida play over, I heard the pads clack, coach.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir. I'm loving it.
Oh my God.
So talk to me, man. What you feeling, man, right now? Talk to me.
Hey, man. I've been talking this train, man. I've been told you, hey, I ain't no bad woman shelter over here. I'm gonna let them hang, man. I already told y'all how we're gonna go. Everybody, we got the first loss to the Gators. I've told y'all, man, we're gonna go in there and do what we want, man. You know, you got your little brother, you don't put him in a headlock, give him a nookie, give him a wet willy, and you walk him, let him go cry to his mom. That's what we did.
Call your mama, boy. Isn't that what they say in Jody Boy? And a baby boy? Call for your mama.
Yeah, that's
boy.
Right. Call your mama.
I love it.
Shit, yeah, you know, we only share the daddy, you know what I'm saying? His mama, we got different mamas.
That's funny, man. So real quick, talk to me, man. I think the next 3-game stretch, we all right. Virginia Tech.
Man, the next 3, well, we're going to run the table, man. Have you seen this ACC? We, state of Florida, everybody but us, we out there flexing like blowflakes, man. Come on now.
No, I got you. Shout out to PlayStation 7 in the building. Just became a member, man. Y'all clap it up for PlayStation in the building.
Yeah, I think my membership just hit I think it was 12 months.
Okay.
Like 2 days ago or something like that.
Yeah, so real quick for people who are members, just to let you know, if you were a member previously, check it. YouTube may have kicked you out because I changed the price, and YouTube they notified me to let the members know that if you got kicked out, all you have to do is reinstate it, and then you should go right back to where you were. So just check that out. If you were a member, you may have gotten kicked off.
When did you change it?
Last week, right before the first game. So yeah, you should be good. Yeah, you good. You good.
I got it on my auto pay, man. I ain't got time to keep up with no.
Yeah, but you green.
No, that's like Netflix. I just let it run it through.
Yeah, no, but you green, so you good. I mean, as long as your name is green, you good to go. But some members did get kicked off, so if they don't see their name in green, then they not a member anymore, and they refunded it and brought it back. So you'll be good. But shout out to Play Action 7 in the building. Yeah, man.
I get tired of everybody talking about Mario. Oh, he got to just get out the quarterback's way. Oh, we got to get out the offense way. Oh, he's taking this and he's taking that. Come on, man. Look who he had to work with last year, man. He had Tyler Van Dyke, bro. Tyler Van Dyke and Cam Ward, man. Tyler, all due respect, he can't even hold Cam's jockstrap. Come on, man. Y'all talking like the whole energy, everything is different, man. Tyler Van Dyke, he throw that pick, man. We walk around like we getting chains or something for the rest of the damn game. Can't throw that pick, came out. It's like, I'm going to show you how to do something, man. I'm going to show you how to run this ball. I'm going to show you how to toss this ball.
And you know what's funny? It's funny to say that you say that, and I'm gonna be from T from Baltimore coming to you, baby. And I did say 2 minutes. See how undisciplined I am, but I'm waiting for the cue to back up. So as the cue backs up, I will stick to the timer, and I do have the timer fixed. Look, it's working, y'all. The timer working. But anyway, let me just show you this right quick. I'll just say this to you right quick. It all goes into the belief of the quarterback from players, coaches, fans as well. Right? Players, coaches, fans as well. And so I say all that to say that as you play and you make a mistake, you still have belief in a guy. I think when Tyler Van Dyke threw that interception, I don't like to talk about cats from the past, but that we here, so let's go and do it. When we talked about cats from the past, what happens is it's like, oh, here we go again. And you get that kind of about you, right? It's kind of how they're looking at DJU right now. They thought they were going to have a new DJU, right? They looked at him at Clemson. They looked at him at Oregon State. And then he comes to Florida State, and you're like, okay, you get a new spot, a new coaching style, new this, but it's the same young man. Unfortunately for him, it's the same young man. So guess what happened? Now the fan base is losing what? Faith. The players are losing faith. And I think that's where we have been. And I don't think we're there right now. I love it.
No, we ain't nowhere near that, man. Team reflects leadership. Leadership means everything, man. When you got a leader that's out there, if DJ, he need to step up and lead his team like how he needs to. Don't let the lineman lead the team. Don't let the running back lead the team. Don't let the middle linebacker lead the team. Great teams are ran by great quarterbacks. Not even great quarterbacks, it's great leadership.
Sure.
Like just step up and be the leader. Everybody, you the one that controls the ball.
Yeah,
you the one that controls destiny.
Yeah, most definitely, man. But let me go and get it from T from Baltimore, man, real quick. What's your record prediction for Florida A&M? I just want to see where you.
Oh, the score? Oh, yeah. Come on now, coach.
I said record.
I said we up by 30, at least 30. We up by at least 30 on them. We ain't gonna do them too bad. I say somewhere like 14 to like 45.
Nah, dog. Can I say this? No disrespect to fam, but that's the same thing we did to Florida. 41-17.
We could. I don't know. Maybe we might put 60 up.
Yeah, we'll be in the 60s. We'll be in the 60s. I go 63. I go 63-7.
We should at least be 60. How elite we are. They good. They won natty. I give them that. You know what I'm saying? I give them all the respect. I got cousins that go to FAMU.
Yeah. Stuff
like that. I give them a little bit of respect. But they ain't no D1. They ain't in them trenches.
Nah, I'm with you. That's why I said I think I'm gonna say. If I got to go way too early score prediction, I'm just going 63-7, maybe 10, 63-10. Shout out to the Rattlers in the building.
Hey, did you watch any of the film? I know you broke it down, but you remember that play where Martinez was rolling out and there was a number 10 on their team tackled him at the 5-yard line, and we had to kick for a field goal. If Cam would have looked literally 5 yards back and to the right, he had Kobe George running wide open right there, right in the middle of the field. That would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to get everybody a touchdown.
The film. I know he left points on that because we left literally probably like 21 points on that board.
I'll just say this in conclusion, bro. I think Ken was trying to spread the love around where everybody scored. You got the game in hand, and Damian Martinez comes here. He didn't have a score. So I think because I felt like they were trying to feed him at one point. He got the ball 3 times consecutively. I think it was 2 runs and then 1 pass because they wanted him to score as well. So I think that's what it was. I think that was what it was more about than anything.
And then I love this RPO, man. I love RPO, man.
Okay.
Especially if you got somebody like him who can run the RPO. Oh, it makes a world of difference because now you're gonna have to load the box up. And if you load the box up, we're gonna pound the rock. Because you don't know what is going on.
Yeah. Well, we're going to definitely see, man. We'll definitely make it happen. Man, come and join into our Discord. You already a member, so all you got to do is just join in, and we're going to talk more in depth. We can get into real deep conversations. Yeah. We can throw
How do I get in the locker room? I don't remember. I just never figured out how to get in the Discord.
So what happens is, have you connected your YouTube to Discord?
Yeah.
Okay, so once you do that, you see it come up. It'll say the locker room on that.
Yeah, it says locker room, but it says I got to be invited to the locker room because right now I'm in it's called general talk or something like that.
Yeah, that's just for anybody. That's for everybody. But if you're a member, maybe you haven't checked it. Check it. Disconnect your YouTube. I'm sorry, the connection. Disconnect it and then reconnect it maybe. But once
I signed in through my Google, so that's how. So they should all be connected. So I got to.
Well, do this. They can go in the general chat. Somebody may be in there. Maybe LMV. Check it out tomorrow. Today's going to be pretty late, but check it out. It will be in there. And then what we'll do is we'll walk you through it and try to get you in.
All right. That sounds like a plan. All right, Coach. I'm going to let the next caller. I done gapped it enough.
You good, man. Appreciate you, dog.
All right, Coach.
Yes, sir. All right, man. We got my man T from Baltimore in the building. Talk to us, T.
What's going on, brother?
Hold up, T. I got something to say to you.
What's up?
There's some Canes over here.
I hear you.
T, is some Canes over here.
Now, I know, you know what? I'm about to change my name to Coach T from B1.
All right.
Now I'm about to change my name to Coach.
Talk to me, Coach.
We talked about this like 2 months ago.
All right.
And I said, why he not starting the young boy Lagway? And you said, nah. And I know why you wanted Graham Mertz out there. I know why you wanted him out there. It's okay. I want to pass the least resistance too.
I see where you're going.
Pass the least resistance too.
Oh, come on, man. Hold up, T. Wait a minute.
And when he listened to the conversation, he said, "You know what? I'm gonna go with Coach Hayes. This T from B-more guy, I don't know what the hell he's talking about."
Hold up, T.
And lo and behold, now all of a sudden, breaking news: starting DJ Lagway next game. No joke, dummy.
Hold up, T. Hold up. Are you saying that DJ Lagway should have started over Graham Mertz in this game?
Absolutely. You was there. You don't think so? You ain't like that 7-play drive?
Come on, don't do that. See, T, this would get now you know better than this, T. And I understand it. This is what I call in coaching and football a false positive. A false positive is when you see a young man excel in mop-up time, you think he's going to do that in exhibition time, right? If DJ Lagway was out there when all them dogs was out there,
he would have got punished.
You know he would have got? He would have got his behind slapped too. So here's what, I'm not saying that DJ Lagway won't be good. I'm not saying that DJ Lagway is not good. But DJ Lagway would not have made a difference in that particular game because Graham Mertz, to his credit, if you want to give him a little bit of credit, to his credit, he was 11 for 20 for 91 yards, one pick. What did he do? I mean, think about it. Every throw was contested. Let me ask you, what throw did he miss?
It's not about the throw, Coach. It ain't about the throw.
Talk to me.
Listen to the numbers. You said 11 for 20 for 91 yards. What was the air on them passes? What was the average pass? Like 2 yards, 3 yards?
That's what he been doing though. That's like trying. Hold up. That to me, that's just like saying. To me, that's just like saying when you go watch a Floyd Mayweather fight. Coach, he ain't throw no haymakers. Floyd Mayweather is a counterpuncher. That's Graham Mertz's game. That's what he does. They call him dink and dunk for a reason.
Look, I wasn't coaching the man for the win. I was coaching the man to tell him the ass whooping might not look as bad. It might still be the same score. It's just not going to look as bad.
We was biting out there. We was biting, T. We was biting out there, T.
I already know.
The cane juice was biting on that.
And y'all in the ACC championship, I can't wait.
T, if we see y'all in the ACC championship, T, me and you gonna sit together in Charlotte.
You already know it. I'm find you. I'm gonna find you, Coach.
You don't have to find me. I'm gonna sit right next to you. You ain't got to find me. I'm gonna sit right next to you. I'll be in Charlotte. Matter of fact, I just booked my ticket for Charlotte on Southwest. I just booked my ticket.
But on a more serious note, what's happening in Florida football, man?
What you mean Florida football? Miami?
Y'all seem like the only ones that can play.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. All the rest of that crap don't mean nothing. I mean, UCF balling, we're going to talk about them in the third hour. UCF ball, they put up 57-3.
Y'all don't play them this year, right?
Nah, they don't want that pressure.
Okay. I thought y'all was going for a total Florida takeover.
Hey, we are. I mean, they just not on the schedule, but if they do what they're supposed to do, we'll meet them.
Florida already conceded.
Man.
So that's out.
Neck bone in the building. Yeah, oh, man, we're going to put easy work in, man. We got this.
Yeah, that's going to be ugly.
We got this.
But nah, man, but Cam looked amazing. His leadership, you can tell it's a whole different vibe to the team. They believe in him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So the defense play a little harder. The offense out there, Restrepo is playing out of body right now. He literally broke somebody's ACL. He should be in jail.
That's terrible, right? That's terrible.
Jesus Christ.
That was terrible.
That's a commercial. You're ready to get a whole NIL deal off.
That boy finna make a commercial for orthopedic surgery team, boy. That's crazy.
That was nasty, man. I like the way y'all moving out there, man. It's good complimentary football overall.
I appreciate it. Ooh, call in. Ooh, hold up. Lonesome Not I. Hold up. Lonesome Not I says chomp chomp. I like you be there before. I need you to call in, Lonesome. I've been waiting for a Florida Gator, and it ain't gonna be crazy. We're gonna have a good conversation. But I'm looking for a Florida Gator fan. Where's Eddie at? Eddie called in. I'm looking for a Florida Gator fan to call in because I want to talk to a Florida Gator fan. I want to check their temperature. So don't be afraid. Call in 862-799-9956 in the building. But yeah, man, what's your last word? I got neck bone back there. My neck. My
last word is I don't want to hear nothing about, this not a good SEC team. I'm with you. That's SEC talent. When they committed there, them boys was looking at competing against the Alabamas, the LSUs, and all the SEC talent. That's SEC talent. They just coached them, but they took that L, and it was a nasty one.
Yeah.
So that was a good one for the ACC overall.
Mm-hmm.
So that even when we do meet in the ACC championship, I think both of us will make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's what
I got a question for you real quick, T, before I let you roll.
What you got?
How you spell Florida? With one L. Gotta go. Love you, babe.
All right, man.
All right, brother. Florida sucks. I'm sorry. Florida fans, please call in. I want to talk to you. If you're a Florida fan, call in. I just want to talk to you. I want to hear your thoughts about the game. I want to hear it from your perspective. Neckbone in the building. Talk to us. Get down, Brown. You coming up next, baby. Neckbone, talk to us.
What's going on, Big Dog Hayes? What's up, brother?
My neck. My back. Neckbone, what's up?
Not much, man. I'm just counting my chickens early, man, because I know them Longhorns finna just pile drive them Wolverines this weekend, man.
I hope they do.
Hey, man, that's when you say hope. That's kind of like in the words of Colorado talk, man. It ain't no hope over here, man. You got to be committed to it.
I need Isaiah Bond. He on my fantasy, and for y'all that missed the fantasy, shame on y'all. The fantasy rocking right now. Listen, I need Isaiah Bond to have 19 touchdowns and 7,000 yards in that game.
Hey, I tell you one thing, Cam Ward for Heisman, but I can also say another thing, bro.
Yes, sir.
That UCF team, man, between y'all the two top dogs in Florida right now.
Listen, and we're gonna get on UCF here in the third hour. But listen, UCF, I have to say this. UCF, they running game, and actually I'm in the middle of breaking down their WRE, and this is why I'm consolidating everything, guys. Because I can't if I do a show Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then I do the college games where they play on Friday, some of them Saturday. Coach Hayes just run out of time. I got so many to do. But I'm literally late getting out the UCF one. Bro, when I'm breaking this down, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at their running game. We're going to talk about them. But they got it. They got it. They got it. Talk to the Neckbone, man. What y'all going to do?
Oh, man. We finna just take out the trash. Hey, and I'm going to tell you one thing for that old boy, DJ Ungalulu, right? Waste management is high, brother. Like, I don't know what you be seeing or what lens you be throwing in, man, but hey, waste management need a supervisor right now, bro. 'Cause that ain't it.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Hey, that's some nasty work right there, boy. That's nasty work.
Hey, Coach, who you got versus Colorado and Nebraska this weekend, man?
We're gonna talk about them in the second hour. I'm with you though, baby. I know it's a change. But we got to work with your boy. Stay with your boy. We're going to work there. We're going to get to Colorado in the second hour in a few minutes here. All right, we're gonna definitely get to them in about 20 minutes. We're gonna talk about it.
Other than that, Coach, that's it, man. Shoot, man. Good luck this weekend. Who y'all got, man?
FAMU.
Oh man, that ain't gonna be worth watching right there, Coach.
Everything worth watching. Everything worth. See, that's like, you had your little son or your daughter. You know the team suck. They finna play against. You don't tell your baby, hey baby, y'all gonna beat the mess out of them people. Daddy ain't gonna be there. Daddy gonna be there watching. I don't care who it is.
We'll get to see that backup quarterback y'all got. What's his name? I forget.
Man, we got 1,000 of them, man. I want to see Judd Anderson. I want to see Judd Anderson.
I'm gonna keep it quick today, man. I'm gonna get off, man.
Yes, sir.
I'll let you later, man.
Much love to you, man. Already. All right. Hey, we got a special right now. A 2-for-1 in the building. We got a 2-for-1 in the building. Hold up. Before I bring the 2-for-1 on. Again, I know this is the first time doing this, so you see the thumbnail looks a little different. The Coach Me Coach podcast, where we're going to focus on the 3 teams that we're featuring this year. Miami, Colorado, UCF. Miami, hour 1. Colorado, hour 2. UCF, hour 3. That's just this week. It might change next week. So guess what? That means you got to stay tuned. Wednesdays, 8:30. Be here or be square. Y'all do me a favor. Y'all clap it up for your favorite uncle and nephew in the building. We got the 2. Listen, we got the 2. Uncle and nephew.
Come on.
Meet the Browns, ladies and gentlemen. I got Get Down Brown. Been a Kane fan since how long?
1983, baby.
And I got the loquacious E Brown in the building on the line as well. Talk to us.
You got Mark on. Hey man, on the Coach Hayes show, you can meet the Browns, man. Hey Coach, first thing first, man, I want to apologize that I couldn't get to you, man.
We tried.
I was in section 12 on row 5. I was right behind the Gator bench over there holding it down, man.
I'm with you. We got a little feedback over there on you, E Brown. I don't know if it's speakerphone or Bluetooth.
Is that better?
Yeah,
much better.
100%.
Whatever you did it. Hey, what's going on, baby? Everything good, baby. Appreciate you putting me in the game. Real quick, Coach. So we on Miami right now? I want to make sure I stay on the topic.
Yeah, we talking about Miami right now. You see it on the stage. We talking about Miami. Canes Talk Live. We in the building and the place to be. Talk to us.
Listen, we are Dennis Green said they are who we thought they were. These Canes are who we thought they were.
Yes, sir.
I'm not surprised.
Preach, preacher.
Yes, everybody talking about, Florida was so bad. The Swamp was going to score 21 points.
Yes, sir.
It's a tough place to play. Then when we go play and roll it up, my homeboy. When we rolled it up to about 40, we were finna roll it. I ain't want to say the other things, but we were finna roll it up.
Preach, brother. Wigs coming off. We got wigs coming off. Preach, brother.
We were finna roll it all the way up, my homeboy. And now Florida bad all of a sudden. Now they forgot how to play football. This last caller talking about he wanted DJ Lagway, he would have been in the way if he would have started. He don't know the front side and the back side of the playbook. But I told everybody he was gonna play not by default because he got concussed. He got knocked out. And Floyd Mayweather wasn't even at the game.
In the way, one way. That's his name. In the way, one way.
Hey, you heard what they said? Hold up, real quick. Get down. You heard what they said? They said about Graham Mertz.
What they said about old Graham?
They asked him who the president was. That boy say, Coach Hayes for president. I said, that boy crazy. That boy crazy.
Hey, you got my vote. Hey, I'll be your commander in chief.
I will not tell a lie.
Finally, thank you. I did not chop down the cherry tree. And finally, the baby snakes out of what they call HBCU. Well,
baby worms, baby worms, baby.
So when we get through with those boys from cross town, listen, man, we killing reptiles. It was an alligator and a crocodile last week. We're killing all cold-blooded animals in cold blood.
Ooh.
Oh, you got the mic.
Well, you know what you do with alligators and rattlesnakes when you're out in the wilderness all by yourself.
What you do?
You eat their backsides. You eat them. And that's exactly what we did exactly what we did to those reptiles. Let me start out by saying this, Coach. Let me start out by saying this. Number one, condolences to the families there in Georgia, and also to Lady Ray Butterfly. She lost a parent the last couple of days.
Yes. Condolences to that family. Yes, okay? Definitely.
So now let me talk about a little bit about the University of Miami. First of all, I like your three-tiered monster where you got UM and these other two scrub teams you're talking about tonight. Okay? But you know what?
Talk to me.
You never put a Power 5 team with scrubs and talk about them on the same night.
Ooh.
You put them scrubs on Monday night and you keep the Canes on Wednesday night. Okay? We don't do that. We don't what they say, nephew? When you lay down with dogs, you come away with fruit. Okay? We ain't laying down. We ain't laying down with no scrubs, so we can be called scrub hubs. We're not scrub hubs. Okay? That's number one. Number two, I told you at the beginning of the season, when I tell you we're gonna go 12-0, we're gonna win the national championship. Plus we're gonna have an All-American in our defensive backfield.
Wow.
Remember I said that?
Who is that?
That defensive backfield.
Beat Georgia. You said we're gonna beat Georgia?
I said we're gonna meet Georgia. We're gonna meet Georgia in the national championship. I did say we're gonna lose to Georgia, but boy, if we keep playing the way we keep playing the way we playing now.
You just said we're gonna lose. Did you say we're gonna lose?
I said at the beginning of the season that we were going to lose to Georgia in the national championship game. But you know what? After we went into the swamp and we destroyed the swamp, I think we can go in there. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid right now. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm still on 12-0. I'm still on the All-American in our defensive backfield, and I'm going to go with Miami whooping Georgia in the national championship game. That's where I'm going. Back to you, tag team. Back to you, nephew.
Hey, I'm dropping the mic on that. Hey, Coach, man, listen, I can't come behind my aunt with that. He hit it on the head. I'm loving these boys right now, man.
Yeah, and the other thing is, all off season, we were down on these young boys. Man, y'all need to get it together, coaches. Y'all need to get it together. Y'all need to bring this team out on the first game. Y'all need to show up. Guess what?
What?
They showed up.
And showed out.
They showed up.
And showed out.
And showed out.
Yes, sir.
And showed out.
Yes, sir.
So you know what I'm gonna say to you, fair weather University of Miami fans? Get your backsides out to the game Saturday and show up for the football team and show them that you appreciated what they did last Saturday.
That's right.
All y'all running around here with your U flags hanging out your windows, your University of Miami shirts on, hats on, your socks on, your shoes on, all your university stuff on, University of Miami stuff on, because the team made you feel proud Saturday. Now get your backsides out to the football game and support the team the way they supported you guys last Saturday.
Real quick, Kelly, if you don't mind me saying this, the cheapest ticket is $19. Come on, y'all. $19. You can't even get in the club for $19. Come on, dog. You can't even get in the club. Bro, the first level, 100 level is $56. I mean, I'm gonna give you a quick secret.
Come on now.
Watch this,
coach. Talk to him.
I'm gonna give you a secret now. Don't you tell my secret. If you tell my secret, I'm slapping everybody. Buy the $19 ticket and walk down to the bottom.
Hey, I ain't got time to be dealing with the police.
Matter of fact, that boy Pilo said I paid $5 for my ticket from Game Time app. Come on, he got me beat. Come on, man. $5 for a game, and we be talking about ticket prices be high. But now we see, you know what the problem with us is? I'll just say this. Our problem is it's like the lotto. We only want to play it when it say $1 billion.
Yeah.
We had like 200 million ain't good enough.
Preach, Deke. Go ahead, Deke. Preach, Deke.
Hold on, it's up to what? 798 million. 959 million. I'm finna go play the lotto. But if you won 2 million at the lotto, guess what? You'll be through the roof right now. Huh? All y'all be at the Gucci store. Cut it out.
Yes. Yes. Gucci store buying rotating rims and everything put on your car. Right. Now that the team went out there Saturday and we put the University of Miami on the national map.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna stay home. You're gonna want to watch the team. Oh, that's FAMU. I don't want to go to the game.
Man.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to cuss because my nephew he doing that ordainment right now. He doing ordainment. So I ain't gonna cuss.
Don't do your thing, man.
But you get your asses out to the game and support the freaking football team the way they supported our backsides last Saturday.
Listen,
they supported the University of Miami. They supported the city of Miami by going out and showing everybody that, hey man, you playing the University of Miami, you better get ready because it's coming.
And here's what I'm gonna say real quick. For those who have not been to a game when they play FAMU, it's a family event. Don't worry about the game. If you have children, take them because the FAMU band gonna show out for them. It's entertaining. It ain't like the regular.
Exactly, bro.
It ain't like this.
Exactly, bro.
No,
exactly.
It's a real. So for $19, can I tell you this? The Battle of the Bands tickets here in Orlando during the Classic cost more than $19. You get a chance to go watch a football game and the doggone band. And guess what you really gonna get? You get a chance to probably get a signature from the players because they ain't gonna be out there. Come on now. Talk to your boy.
I got
Studio One back here.
Coach, you preaching? Go ahead. Go ahead, preach.
Preacher. I got Studio One live on this thing too, man. I got Studio One live on this thing too. Talk to me, Studio. Oh, hold on. I got to hit the button. My bad. Studio One, what's up, baby?
What's up, baby? I don't mean to rain on your parade, but I don't want no false advertisement. I hear that the family band won't make it. They ain't pay that extra coin for them to come show out for it.
Wow.
But y'all still should come to the game.
Oh, man. Hold up, dog.
No, that's okay, bro. That's okay. You remember, hey, listen, they said they're going to be playing some Ohio players, the cameo, and some Gap Band. They said they were playing some of that. They're going to be playing that during the game. They're playing Ohio players, Gap Band, and cameo, bro. That's what they told us. They playing.
But not the full band. I got you. I hope they do something, though. But that's just what I hear. I hope they change their mind.
See,
no, that's correct.
See, we can't take that lukewarm. We can't take that lukewarm attitude that FAMU bringing down here. We need to go.
I'm just saying. I just want to make sure people don't get falsely advertised.
That's true. I appreciate that.
FAMU band and don't show up, and they disappointed.
Sean said, "Coach, be selling dreams." My bad.
They had it on the news today up here. Locally,
they always show up. That's why I said it. It was like a thing. Like that was part of the thing. Well, guess what? Y'all gonna support Miami Hurricane, the jazz band. They gonna be there. So
exactly.
So y'all reason to support the Miami Hurricanes.
Talk to me, Studio.
I keep trying to tell y'all, Mario has installed the Saban blueprint, and it is complete, and he has deployed it. And he's just like Dawson. You always worry about, Mario's in the offense. What he doing with Dawson? Y'all had to be patient. They're installing this blueprint of the power spread. Did you hear the announcer say that this offense can beat you any way it wants?
Talk to me, Studio. Talk to me, Studio. Talk to these University of Miami fans.
This is going to be the new coaching tree with Guidry, Dawson, and Mario with their new wrinkle of special. See, saving special teams with the DB. Mario's specialty is the trenches.
Okay.
The offensive line, the defensive line by default. He knows because he's such a good offensive lineman. He knows what it takes and what kind of defensive lineman you need to combat his strength. So we are going to be the new villains on the block. You can see reaction videos people doing all over. They're new fans. They're new bandwagon fans. Jumping the board. Miami right now.
Yeah. They ain't like
and
us.
Eventually, it ain't going to matter what coordinator we have.
They ain't like us.
We're going to plug them in. And they're going to follow the blueprint.
They ain't like us.
To win natties.
Sound like I'm listening to NFL Films commentator. That's what I sound like I'm listening to. The NFL Films commentator. That's Studio One. Studio One with the NFL commentator voice. That's what I'm talking about right there. You know, he's a logo file. Studio One is a logo file. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what that means. A logo file? What's a logo file?
Don't believe me. Go back and listen to the Dawson interview. When he told her, he said, man, Sammy Brown, you got to come over here and learn this different over here.
Okay.
These plays not the same. We installed blueprint. So you got to come over here and grind and get to know these, you know. Even Cam said it. Cam said, you know what? I need Horton to get on the same page with me when the play break down. I got certain wrinkles in the blueprint to the open spot of the field, but they can't stop us. No defense can stop us. So listen, y'all worry about that interception. All that was Cam. He saw Xavier Restrepo flash late. He was going to throw it to Jacoby Jordan down low. If he did, that would have been a completion. But Xavier flashed across the screen late. So it kind of hit decisive and then the ball sailed on him. He ain't need no iPad. He ain't need none of that. All that is just fluff they're showing y'all. He already like, no, y'all don't worry about that, man. I'm
commentate, bro. Commentate. All I got to say is, y'all need to go. Y'all need to come to the stadium. You need to watch a top 5 football team. You're going to watch a potential Heisman Trophy winner, and you're going to probably see the potential national champ play football cheap. So get your asses out to the game and support the team like this team supported y'all last Saturday.
Talk to him. I'm loving it, man. Like I said, we got a whole new setup, a whole new thing rocking. Like I said, because it's just so much time.
I told you about putting scrubs on with Power 5 football teams, coach. Put them jokers on Monday night. Had a 3-tier head monster on Monday night. But on Wednesday night, we need to have the national championship football team talked about.
I agree. Because this is a special season. We got 20 years of ass whoopings to give out. And FAMU is next.
Yes. So my last word, guys, I'm on 3%. FAMU, come on down. I feel like down. Studio One. 20 years, bro. We've been sitting here waiting, and I want my hurricane reparations.
Come on down.
Reparations.
Come on down. Coach Hayes want his reparations. My uncle and Studio One do got the NFL boys, man. Listen, man, I'm going to tell you something. Man, FAMU, band ain't coming because they got a fake check, but that's a whole nother thing. They're going to get a real check, and they're going to get something real that go with it, man. When Grandma used to go get the switch, we going to make them go get their own switch. I'm out of here, man.
Don't call them FAMU Rattlers. We're going to call them Joker FAMU Earthworms. Because we're going to do something to them. FAMU Earthworms is what we're going to call them. That's what we call them. FAMU Earthworms.
All right. Well, listen. Listen. Let me go ahead and get this thing. I know y'all ready to rock and roll. Let me go ahead and get this going. You know we're gonna jump in the Discord, Brian, and talk. You know what I'm saying? Listen. That's what you got to do. We're gonna take these conversations and we got to put them in. We're gonna go into Discord in the locker room and we could put the board up. We could draw on the board. YouTube can't hurt it because right now Coach getting hurt on YouTube, man. They killing me with the copyright strike. So we can take everything to the Discord. We can go in there. We can pull up game film. We could mark it up with the look. Got my pen right here, my special pen. We could do all we got to do in the locker room, dog. And we could definitely go to class, chop it up. You know what I'm saying? We could drink some cane juice, you know, for the ladies. I even got a she shed for the ladies. I built a she shed if they all want to go over there and talk about love and hip hop. Y'all can go over there and talk about love and hip hop. It's all good. Matter of fact, LMV, she painted it pink because she say 2 Chainz say girls like pink, so she painted it pink.
Grapefruits are pink inside, bro. That's why.
Okay. E. Brown, you know what? 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes, bottom right hand corner. Let me get up off here, man. We're definitely gonna chop it up. Man. Let me make a transition here.
All right, later, man. Thanks, bro.
Later.
Yes, sir.
Later.
See you one
later, baby.
Coach
later.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, I just saw Rocky and he just jumped off. I just saw it. Rocky, what happened, dog? Call back in. You got 2 seconds to finish out while I transition this thing, Rocky. Talk to your boy, Rocky. I don't know what happened. I just saw Rocky pop up and he disappeared. Big Worm said he do long-winded. All right. Oh, you say you'll be right back. All right. Well, I won't. Here's what I'm going to do. Hey, listen, shout out to everybody. This is Canes Talk Live, man. This is the preseason. This is the wrap up, right? And this is the kind of the pre-talk about the preview. I'm sorry. It's the recap and preview show right here for the Miami Hurricanes. Y'all check it out. Listen, if you're not a member, go ahead and become a member today. All you gotta do is hit the join button right down there below your phone. $4.99. Oh, that's $1.25 a week. Easy. You get the games. You get to watch the games with us. Come hang out with us. We're gonna talk more in depth. We get to hang out and have a lot of good fun in there, man. And the locker room always open to you. Coach don't got to be there for you to have fun, as well as we're gonna try to get more information and stuff out to you. So, with all that being said, as always, is go you. But we ain't out of here just yet. Y'all hold tight. Do-do-do. Elevator music playing for you. It's elevator music playing for you. A do-do-do. A do-do-do-do-do. Elevator music playing for you. Coach Hayes will be right back. Coming up right now. Have no problems. Colorado coming soon.
Welcome to Coach Hayes Football Live. He can talk about anything from high school to the pros. This guy knows the game, so you better not be half-stepping.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is going to agree with me before they agree with you.
Strap in, because Coach Hayes is about to
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Go ahead and
right here, right now.
Subscribe now and check out CoachHayesFootball.com.
Here we are, baby. Hour 2. We here to talk about these Colorado Buffaloes, baby. I appreciate you if you've been hanging out with us, man. We got a new section, a new segment. It's the Coach Me Coach podcast. Like I said, we're going to consolidate a lot of this stuff in here, man, because we got to have more time to do some bigger and better things on this channel, man. And I love doing the live shows, but it eats up so much time, and I love y'all to death. But guess what? We can still spend that time together, but let's do it in the Discord, in the membership, part of the membership. $4.99 is $1.25 a month. No big deal. Also, game days, we watch all the big games. Hurricanes, Colorado, UCF, LSU, USC, Florida State gets smashed by Boston College. It don't matter. We in there, we watching it. So we're going to definitely make it happen. So I appreciate y'all, man. Let's jump on this. Let's talk a little Colorado football right quick. Colorado plays in a nail biter against North Dakota State. North Dakota State, everybody anticipated that they would play extremely well and tough, and that's exactly what they did. Now, Coach Hayes came out and said Colorado should knock their doors off. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. There was a lot of things that went on in this game, and I did a good, bad, and ugly. For those that are new to the show, it is a film review where I kind of break down the good plays, the bad plays, and the ugly plays. And so if you haven't checked that out, Go check it out. All you got to do is type in Colorado versus NDSU and put Hayes behind it, and it definitely will pop up. We'll make it happen. So with that being said, there was a lot that went on in that game. Shadeur, like I said, he knocked their doors off, bro. Shadeur went through that game. He was 26 of 34 for 445 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a real fluke interception, I have to be honest. But Cam Miller, the quarterback, actually threw extremely well, and I think a lot of people didn't anticipate the passing game from North Dakota State. They anticipated more running, gap scheme, right? Kind of misdirection plays. Well, Cam Miller said not so fast. He was 18 for 22. Think about what I'm about to tell you. This dude missed 4 passes. 4 passes in that game. Now, you can say, oh, well, he dinked, whatever. He threw some down the field passes, whatever. 18 for 22, 277 yards, 1 touchdown. And the backup quarterback was 2 for 2. So they batting 1,000 right there. But when it came to the running game, Cam Miller, who's the quarterback from North Dakota State, put up 81 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then the running back had 9 for 33. The other one had 9 for 32. But let's talk about this. There's a lot of talk about Colorado upgrading. There's a lot of upgrade to Colorado, right? And I believe that, okay? Unfortunately, I don't think it truly showed. There were some pieces that showed, but there were some pieces that didn't even show up. I anticipated a lot more from the defensive line. I did. I anticipated more, even in the running game, as much as North Dakota State ran the ball, threw the ball. Like I say, they ran the ball for 157 yards. Okay. That's not crazy in college football, right? But I thought that when they needed to get first downs and do things, they moved the ball, right? They made plays happen. Also, Colorado shot themselves in the foot with some penalties, right? Times to get off the field. And I explained all this in the good, bad, and ugly. But I'm not going to spend a lot of time on North Dakota State. I think everybody's beating this horse. It's beyond dead. It's stiff. Rigor mortis and set in. The vultures then came and ate on it. So I'll just kind of briefly go over this, but I do want to get into the Nebraska part of this. But like I was saying, from the run defense piece of it, I thought they could have been a little bit more stout. Secondly, run offense was not impressive at all, right? They had a total rushing 23 yards of total offense. I'm sorry, total rushing offense. And that's including, 23 yards of total rushing. Shadeur was 6 for 17 rushing. Dalen Hayden was 9 for 20. Charlie Offerdahl was 5 for 15. Draylon Miller was 2 for 7. And Travis Hunter was 1 for 0. So you had a total of 59 yards. Excuse me. It was 59. I don't know why. It was 23 carries, 59 yards. I apologize. And the longest run was 11 yards. So here's what the question. I said things didn't pop up. Things didn't show up. The running game was a huge question mark for this team. Shadeur throwing the football, I don't think is a question. I think everybody knows Shadeur can throw a football. Everybody knows Travis Hunter, who did a phenomenal. That dude crazy with it. I told Coach Prime, boy, you need to add a letter. You got a leader, a dog, and you need a P. The P for problem. And that's what he needs. However, I'm not saying they shouldn't have thrown it, but what I would like to see is a little bit more effort towards running it. And we had the same issue last year. Pat Shermer was there, but not the OC until the last, 2 or 3 games. But they didn't run the ball like they said. Now, I know Coach Prime said in his press conference, well, we got to get what they take, what they give us. The running game was there. Again, I'm going to say this. It wasn't a lot of negative plays on the running game. It wasn't. They just weren't pretty. And a lot of times we think things aren't pretty. Guess what? We abandon it. Also, what Colorado did well this game was not play behind the sticks. I think they only had 1 sack the whole game. I believe 1. Maybe 2, but one I definitely know of. So they didn't play behind the sticks. But they went 3 and out. You understand what I'm saying? Those are the type of things that happen. So, and then they score, and they score fast. I'm never going to hold anybody accountable for scoring fast. Like, I can't say, y'all scoring too fast. I never heard that. Now, if it gets down to close to the game and you score and they have the ability to score and you can kind of slow it down so you can get the last score, that's different. But I'm talking about if I'm in the first quarter, ain't no such thing as scoring too fast. I'm in the second quarter, ain't no such thing as scoring too fast. I'm in the third quarter, ain't no such thing as scoring too fast. If I'm in maybe the first 4 or 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, ain't no such thing as scoring too fast, depending on what this scenario is a little different. If y'all get where I'm coming from. The Geniality, appreciate the film review was great. Thank you, Geniality. I appreciate that. And a lot of good work goes into those good, bad, and ugly breakdowns. So make sure y'all check them out. Adam in the building. You like that singing, dog? Huh? Elevator music. I'm loving it. But anyway, they end up with a W, right? A win. There were some mishaps in there. There were some questions about Shadeur throwing the ball. He checked out of it. There's water under the bridge at this point. He said he learned from it, move on. It is what it is. But the two things that I wanted to see change did not change, unfortunately. Run the ball and don't create stupid penalties that gives the other team momentum. And we saw that. Didn't see a lot of it, don't get me wrong, but these were clearly things that you could help. Even the Daylon Hayes, the offsides that moved the ball that gave them more points. You got to be aware. It happens, right? I'm not tripping. But Shadeur Sanders, come on, bro. They let you get away with 2 stinking ones, maybe 3. And then you clean the dude clock for no reason. Those are the same type of things that hurt you last year. Same type of things that hurt this team last year. Being a GDI, a gosh darn individual. See, your individual effort hurts all people on this team wearing black and gold. Everybody that's wearing black and gold is hurt by an individual's effort. Not that you would make an aggressive, you trying to make a tackle and you got a face mask. I would never trip as a coach. I never tripped about that. You're trying to get this dude down and you grab his face mask. I don't like it, right? But I got to deal with it. I understand. But late hits, hit it out of bounds, all of that stuff. Come on, y'all. And I want to address something real quick. And it gets under my skin. People may not like it. I don't even care at this point. I am who I am. As they say, I'd rather you love me for who I am. Hate me for who I am than love me for who I'm not. So I'm going to say what I got to say. This whole thing about these referees, they didn't call holding. No, they didn't. Mother. But they also didn't call holding the other way. No, they didn't call holding on Travis Hunter when they scored a touchdown. You're 100% right. But they also didn't call holding on the other plays. They didn't call the push off to the head. And I'm not going to go through each one of these. But what I will say is the referees evenly didn't call it both ways. So for all you people out here that's crabbing, the referees, shut it up. And you got podcasters out here doing it too. I'm calling you out. Shut that crap up, man. You over fandom. Call it for what it is. You punk mother. Because if you want to be honest, the same points that they gave up for holding were the same points we could take off the board for some of the stuff that was going on. Just calling it what it is. And I'm done with it. Let's get into Nebraska. The boys headed to Lincoln, Nebraska Saturday to play Matt Rule. Last year was Colorado's most convincing win against Nebraska in Boulder. I clearly thought that Jeff Sims, the quarterback in last year's Nebraska team, did Nebraska no favors. Jeff Sims was wearing gold and black under his uniform. He was playing for the other team. Now, that's not taking any credit away from Colorado. They came out, they balled, they made plays. Shadeur threw that thing, lit it up, did what they had to do. But I think this is a little different. Now, I know Dylan Raiola is a true freshman. I understand that. But I don't know if he's going to have the fumblerooskies. The one Jeff Sims, Jesus Christ, how easy could you throw that interception just here? You want it? Here, you take it. Ay, that's meals, man. Huh? Come on. So I say all that to say Colorado's going to have to play. Now, if you didn't watch the UTEP game, okay, they ran the ball. And they ran the ball, I thought they ran the ball pretty decent. Pretty even team, as we saw. Now it's UTEP. I get it. It's also North Dakota State. Think about what I just said. Nebraska played UTEP, a G5. I'm not really getting into the numbers. But Nebraska put up 230, 223 rushing, 284 passing against UTEP. But Colorado put up 59 rushing, 445 passing. Yowzers. So I don't know, and I do have Nebraska winning this game, but I don't know how people think this is going to be a walkover. I may be wrong, and I'm okay with that. But I think Nebraska is a now better team. Because these guys, a lot of these guys came back. The nucleus of their team came back. Yes, they have a freshman quarterback. And I watched him play against UTEP. Didn't look rattled, looked poised, looked like he understood. He's not as mobile as Jeff Sims by no stretch of the imagination, but he's a big kid. And I think they're going to lean heavily on their run game. I want y'all to understand how many people ran the ball for Nebraska against UTEP. Emmett Johnson had 8 carries. Dante Dowdell had 8 carries. Ramir Johnson had 11 carries. Gabe Irvin had 6 carries. Henrik Hartberg had 2. Maurice Mazuka had 5. Kenneth Williams had 1. Quentin Ives had 3. Jalen Gramstan had 1. Mekhi Nelson had 1. And then Dylan Raiola had 1 for -6 yards. 11 different people ran the ball for 47 attempts, 11 different people ran the football on that team. Now, again, I understand it's UTEP. I understand the score was clearly in hand. I get all that. However, there's a method behind this. Dylan Raiola on the passing side. 19 for 27, right? Missed 8 passes, 238, 2 touchdowns. I don't know where this goes. I still have Nebraska for the W. I'm not saying they're going to beat them by 1,000. Excuse me. It may be 7 points. I don't even know the line. What's the line? 9 points. We'll do that in the pregame. But I clearly think Nebraska is a different team. Also, going into Nebraska may be a difference, right? Going into Nebraska may be a game changer or a difference. Uh-oh. Y'all clap it up, man. GT Master gave out 5 football minutes. Come on, man. Kenneth Tongue just picked up 1. Let's go, baby. Kenneth Tongue, who else going to get the next one? Still a lead. Let's go, baby. Who get the next one? Chris E. Oh, my God. Let's go. Chris E. I hope to God he come into the locker room. Chris E is a huge Colorado fan. Shout out to Chris E. He made my first shirt, too. Who the next one? Come on with it. Who next? Is that all 5 of them? Chris E. And I think it does it random, or maybe he picked it. But shout out GT Massel. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Adam, why you laughing at Streamlabs? GT Massive gifted 5 membership to the channel. Why you laughing at Streamlabs, Adam? Talk to me, man. It's doing his job. Man, again, thank you, GT Massive. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you. That's pretty cool, man. Appreciate that. Means a lot. Let me go ahead and open up this phone line real quick. 862-799-9956. Like I said, we'll open up the phone line if I can find it. Here we go. 862-799-9956. Go ahead and call in and start building up the queue. I do want to hear your score prediction. I want to hear your thoughts on the Colorado-Nebraska game. Once the queue starts building up, I got my timer. I got my little 2-minute timer. Hold on, do I got it? It's up here somewhere. There you go. I got my timer. See it right there? Huh? Y'all see it right here. So guess what? Be on point like Stacey Adams. All right? But once the queue builds up, we'll make it happen. It says CU +9. Coach, I'm not going to work. I'm not going to work Saturday. My car having a baby. Well, congratulations to your car, man. And maybe to you too. Now, I don't know how your car got pregnant. You need to leave that tailpipe alone, Gil. Gil, leave the tailpipe alone. You're doing too much. You're doing too much, Gil. But anyway, so back to Nebraska, right? Nebraska and Colorado. And this is a rivalry game, right? Rivalry game very early, kind of like Miami had against Florida. I'm interested to see how Nebraska attacks Colorado. Right? I'm interested to see how Nebraska attacks what they saw on film, right? I'm also interested to see how Coach Robert Livingston attacks Nebraska, because he with Silman Craig being injured early in that game, and I would assume he's coming back. I'm not sure, but I assume he's coming back. I want to see how he attacks, because they clearly played a gang of man defense. I don't think they'll do that against Nebraska. I hope they don't. Because once you get guys run off with their backs turned, and as much as Nebraska was running the ball and how they were running it, and they got some big backs now, bro. They got backs 200, 223, 225, somewhere in there. They're not little dude. They're not scat backs. They're not 170. They got backs in the 200s. So it'll be very interesting to find out how Robert Livingston attacks them. Uh-oh, my bad. It'd be interesting to find out how Robert Livingston attacks their offense. It'll be interesting how the offense attacks that defense. Is Shadeur going to get his? Come on, dog. Come on. What Boosie say? Hold on. Let me get this thing. What Boosie told the people?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You know Boosie know what he talking about. Shadeur gonna go out here and throw the ball. However, also, I want to talk about this offensive line a little bit. I want to talk about where this offensive line stands. They did a decent job in protecting Shadeur. And I say that meaning, no, they did not give up the sacks. But there was a lot of, in my opinion, I saw a lot of collapse. There was a lot of collapse in that O-line. I talk about it in the in the good, bad, and ugly. The line collapsed. I thought both tackles gave up too much. At one point, both tackles were back-to-back. Shadeur stepping up. He's sitting in a bubble. So it's tight. And Shadeur took some shots. Shadeur took some shots that he should not have had to take. Again, North Dakota State. I'm not downgrading them, but at the end of the day, with all this upgrade that Colorado has, as everybody been saying, he shouldn't have taken a lot of those shots. He got some sweet chin music, y'all, right here, right up under the chin. And one thing I'll say Shadeur has to do is protect himself. He doesn't protect himself. He doesn't. I haven't seen him slide. I don't think, maybe once. They played 12 games last year. He didn't play in 2 of those or 1.5 of those. He played in 11.5 games. I've seen him slide once. Got to protect himself. That one where he came up the middle, kind of broke it down, and the D tackle came from behind him. That's how you break a collarbone, baby. That's how you break a collarbone. I used to tell my players this, and I'll go into the phone line. 5282 coming to you. Give me 1 second. Go ahead and call in, guys. Build up the queue, 862-799-9956. I want to hear your thoughts on this. But I used to tell my players this. In a team game like football, you play hero. They make movies and books out of heroes. Because they're usually dead. They ain't there to tell their own story. You understand where I'm coming from? Oh, they hung up. Whoever that was hung up. 5282, call back. They make movies and books out of heroes. Because they dead. And I'm speaking figuratively, y'all. Y'all relax. Don't Twitter me to death. Don't all cap me in the chat. When you play hero, that's how you get hurt. You'll get hurt. I'm not saying you can't get hurt in the other way, but some of those shots you don't need to take. And that's just me talking to him. All right, I got another. Oh, I got Ohio player in the building. We got the phone lines open here, 862-799-9956. This is the recap and preview show here on Wednesday. For those that are new, we're just consolidating all three of the teams that we're featuring, which is Miami, Colorado, and UCF. We're now in hour 2 here talking about Colorado. Ohio player, what's on your mind, brother?
Hey, what's up, Coach Hayes? How you doing?
I'm doing good, my brother. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I expect, a close game, but I do think the Buffs will prevail. I think if they run Hayden, I'm a big fan of Hayden from Ohio State. If they run him more, I think they'll be better off because he's a legit 4-star running back, and he played a couple of years ago for Ohio State, and they went all the way, nearly won a national championship. That was a close game against Georgia. But nevertheless, I think they need to run the ball more. If they double Hunter, that means Joe Horn is going to be wide open, and Whoops is going to be wide open. And, of course, Shadeur is going to exploit that.
Right.
Also, that quarterback from Nebraska is not a running quarterback. He is not a running quarterback like that guy from North Dakota State. So, with that being said, that's what was messing up Colorado's defense. But the last 2.5 quarters, especially in the second half, except for that last drive, next to the last drive when they got a touchdown, they played pretty well. I think they found some chemistry, and it was gelling, and they played better defense than normal.
Okay.
But like I said, they need penetration on that defensive line and get to that quarterback. He is a freshman quarterback, a true freshman quarterback. So they need to get to him and get penetration on that defensive line. If they do so, I think, it'll be a lot easier on them.
Okay.
They need to run the ball more. I hope Shadeur can go on the center. That can really confuse things if he does that. But, that's neither here nor there. But if to get a running game going, that's going to open up the passing game even more. And, Shadeur going to get his stats, and I think it should be a 7-point victory, if not more, for Colorado if they do so. Now, that defensive backfield also needs some fine-tuning. But like I said, that was the first game. It was, I think one of the quarterbacks or the safeties, he got hurt early in the ball game, concussion. So, Coach Prime did say that he was clear to play, to the practice the other day. So hopefully he's better off. And, if they get the defense to play like they did the last 2.5 quarters against North Dakota State, I think they will prevail. That's my take.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with your take. I think you have a very valid point. I just like I said, it'll be very interesting to see the amount of, because what you're telling me is what Colorado necessarily has to do. The question is truly, what is Nebraska going to do from a defensive line standpoint? Can they do what they did last year? Use 3, drop 8, right, and create pressure, right? Can they do those type of things? Do I think that Shadeur can still be successful throwing against 8 defenders? I believe that. The difference is being successful throwing against 8 defenders and getting pressure. And I think that is where the difference is, right?
Right.
In that sense, yeah.
Also, this is the last point. The quarterback last year, and he did throw a couple of touchdowns last year, but that offensive run, he did a quarterback similar to what Cam Miller did last week. You know, he was a running quarterback, Jeff Sims. You know, I'm not saying he was effective, but he did have a run for like 50 or 60 yards. If Colorado needs to clean that up, if they clean that up with them quarterback slants or sneaks, you know, up the middle, and they got to have a linebacker or somebody to spy on that quarterback. If they do that, even though I don't think this ain't necessarily have to do that because, like I said, that quarterback is not a running quarterback. Dylan is not a running quarterback, but you know they do need a spy, you know, and they do penetration. If they do that, then you know they'll be better off. And I think the defense has improved, and I will say they improved the last 2 quarters of that game, second half of that game, except for that one, you know, touchdown. So
yeah, so
what, clean that up, yeah.
You know, I was gonna say. So what I'll say is yes. I don't think you're worried about Dylan Raiola hurting you for long yardage, but if you don't, guess what? He can hurt you for the first down. If it's 3rd and 3, he should be able to fight for 3. Like if he maybe can do enough just to get you the first. I'm not saying he's gonna do what Cam Miller did and run it down there 25 yards untouched. But if you don't watch it, and again, I haven't seen enough college tape on Dylan Raiola to know everything about him. I did break down his high school tape, but that's high school. This is college. But I still think he's mobile enough to, if you don't watch it, 3rd and 6. If you're too spread out, it ain't hard to get 6 yards right up the gut if you're just running straight ahead. You know, you're not trying to score, you're not trying to juke anybody out. Just get the 6 and get down. If you don't watch that, it can hurt you. That's true. So like I said, to your point, Ohio player, I think you make some very valid points, man. Real quick, man, before I let you go and get the next caller, 5282 coming on. What's your score prediction, brother?
I think it'll be somewhere like 31-24 Colorado, because if Nebraska's over 30 points, then hey, that's not, you know, going to prevail well for them. So I think if they keep Nebraska under 30 points, you know, they will cruise to victory. You know, I'm not going to say cruising as far as blowing them out, but they will win the game. So I think 31-24, 31-21, you know, is sufficient, you know, if the defensive line shows up.
That's fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I appreciate you, man.
Okay.
Thank you, Ohio player. Hey,
no doubt.
Keep playing, baby. Keep playing.
Right on.
Yes, sir. All right, Ohio player in the building, man. 5282 coming to you real quick. GT says, we're going to see the coordinator is the problem again. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. But as of right now, I know people don't want to hear this, but if I had to take a snapshot, just a snapshot of this year and a snapshot of last year, I won't say it's the same, but I will say it has some similarities. And I think that's a fair statement. If anybody disagree with me, more than welcome, call in right here, type it in the chat. Prefer you to call in because I like to have that dialogue. But at the end of the day, I'm just speaking about game one, right? The carryover from last year to game one of this year. Coordinators are different. Players are different. Team looks very similar. I didn't say it's the same, but there are some similarities there. All right, 5282, call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
What's up? Well, this is Mike B. I'm calling from Texas. I got a question for you, Coach Hayes. I see your respected voice on this YouTube platform.
Thank you, man.
Can you please make me understand what changed for Nebraska defense from last year to this year?
Nothing.
So with that being said, why do people feel so confident like this game is going to be close?
Well, because you have to remember this too, and I think a lot of people don't, or maybe based on what how you're speaking, I'm only assuming this, is that you're looking at it one-sided. What you have to realize from Nebraska's defense, their offense did nothing to help them. They had 7 sacks in that game. They ended up running out of gas because the offense did nothing to help them. And so in any games, right? I don't care where you are. See, it's 3 phases, but they all work in unison, right? So if your team goes 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, right? Eventually you do get worn down because Colorado can score. That's never been an issue. The thing is, what people have to understand is when you turn the ball over, bro, you turn the ball over one time, I think all of them were at midfield. So now Nebraska's fighting a 50-yard field. You understand what I'm saying? When Colorado is trying to defend a 100-yard field. So all of that kind of plays off of each other. Does that make sense what I'm saying? No?
Yeah, that makes sense what you're saying. But at the same time, if I'm wrong, correct me. I think Nebraska, as far as winning wise, was one of the easiest wins that Colorado had last year.
It was, because over time, like, let's take a look at it. Going into the half, it was 13-0. Right? Going into the half, it was 13-0. At the end of the third, it was 23-7. Right? What I'm telling you is, when you look at this deal, Jeff Sims was 9 for 15 for 106 yards and 1 interception. Okay? I'm trying to see the turnover thing here. I'm sorry. He had 2 fumbles lost, right? So he had an interception, 2 fumbles, and then the running back fumbled the ball. So they gave up 4 fumbles and an interception. 4. I'm sorry. They had 4. They gave up 3 and then an interception. So what I'm telling you is, on the surface level, yes, it looks that way. The problem is, if you looked at the game, you saw them get beat up and worn down and worn down and worn down. And therein lies the problem. And then if you go look at the play for play, they were getting pressure with 3 guys with 8 in coverage. And that was bad. Think about that. Only 3 guys are getting this much pressure. They had 7 sacks in that game. So
basically what you're saying is, the defense looked at that bad because the offense was bad.
Over time, let's be honest. When you saw that game at the beginning, you have to be honest and say Nebraska defense was biting, right? And Colorado defense was biting. It was biting. They both were biting. But here we go, right? The very first drive, Nebraska goes 8 plays, they fumble. And again, I'm saying this not to take anything away from Colorado. I'm saying this to maybe help you, because you asked me to help you understand why the defense, you said, is better. I don't think it's better. Just like you asked me what makes them I said they're exactly the same. The difference is, I think the offense helps them. So when I look at that,
giving them more rest, basically.
Rest, work, and potential scoring. Watch this. Their first drive, they had 8 plays, they fumble. Their next drive, 3 and out. The next play, 5 plays, punt. The next one, they go get down there, 9 plays, they miss the field goal. The next drive, they fumble. The next drive, interception. The next drive, 5 plays, punt. Right? That's the whole first half. Yeah. So think what I'm telling you. Yeah. Nothing you did on the defense helped you. Your first drive as Nebraska, you fumble it. All right, it's the first drive, no problem. All right, the second drive, you go 3 plays. You only got 6 yards, 3 plays and out. Your next drive, 5 plays and punt. Your next drive, you get down there and miss the field goal. Your next drive, you fumble, right? And when they fumble, where did they fumble? They fumbled the ball on Nebraska's 29, right? At Nebraska's 29. So Nebraska's getting ready to go in. It looked like they probably about to score, and they fumbled the ball. Your next drive, 3 plays, you throw an interception at Nebraska's 23. See, that's my point. You're at Nebraska's 29. That means that you were 29 yards away from scoring, and Colorado ended up with a field goal out of that. You got the ball on the 29-yard line, and Colorado only ended up with a field goal. The next drive, after that fumble, they fumbled the ball, on the 29. The interception happens on Nebraska's 23-yard line. So now you get the ball on the 23-yard line. And guess what? Colorado scores. Remember, I told you about playing against a short field. The next drive is 5 plays and you punt. That's the end of the second quarter. You come out the second half, 4 plays, the long touchdown by Jeff Sims. Then guess what? Your next drive, 3 plays and you punt. The next drive, 3 plays, then you fumble. Right? The next one is 9 plays and you turn over on downs. The next one is 5 plays, turnovers on down. And your last drive, you score a touchdown. By that point, it's 36-7. So that's what I'm saying. Their offense did nothing to help them. And again, this is not taking anything away from Colorado, but I'm simply answering your question about why do you think Nebraska defense is going to be better because I think the offense helps them and not just unless they come out and do the same thing. Now, if they come out and fumble, interception, 3 and out, then Colorado should whip their behind.
Okay.
Does
so
that
basically, the quarterback change is going to make a big difference. Is basically what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Guess what? Can I tell you something? I'm going to tell you a secret. Go look at Miami. Go look at Miami. One quarterback change. Quarterbacks make the difference.
But Miami also got one of the best running backs in the country.
Yeah, no, I get it. But what I'm trying to tell you is, even with that, the quarterback made the difference. I think quarterbacks make the difference.
No, because if you being a coach, you knowing if you got a running back, it's more people in that box. So your quarterback gonna have a little more leeway.
I agree with that. But yes, I agree with you.
However, so by him having Martinez back there, it kind of lets him get a little more, freelance. With Shadeur, he kind of playing with some unknowns, so it's like
not according to the. Hold on, wait a minute now. Not according to the Colorado fan base. Not according to. Oh, okay. I just want to clarify. Okay, so let's take Miami away. We're looking for Fita from Arizona. Quarterbacks make a difference on a football team. And I'm not saying you got to have, like I say, JJ McCarthy. He ain't a gunslinger everybody talking about, but he makes a difference. I'm just calling it what it is.
That's my argument against the Nebraska and Colorado game. Okay. I think our quarterback makes so much of a big difference that it don't even matter, honestly, because as a coach, and I know, a quarterback can change the view of everything if he's on. If the quarterback is on, it don't matter what type of defense or whatever y'all playing. He's gonna pick y'all apart and y'all gonna lose.
Correct, but then you got to remember you're not playing offense versus offense. So I agree with you. That's why
I believe Colorado gonna win because their offense got to change. But I think our quarterback is so smart that he's gonna remember the weaknesses on their defense. And by the second quarter, much like this game that just passed, they're going to score on every drive.
Okay, no problem.
People don't realize Colorado almost scored on every drive this last game. They only punted the ball like once or twice.
And the score was still 5-point differential.
Yeah, but some of that because he threw a full interception in the end zone. You got to come on now. Being a coach, that could have been 3 or 7 points. That was an off the leg interception.
I understand, but I'm taking you. You just said they're gonna score every drive, and I'm telling you that one drive. Yeah, but
what I'm saying, they're gonna get in position to score every drive. How about that?
Okay, I'm not gonna hit you with semantics. What I'm telling you is, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this back up. What I'm trying to tell you is, I'm not talking about the semantics. What I'm trying to say to you is, you look at it on the reverse side. Guess what? The same thing. These dudes were back to back, and this is North Dakota State. Do you think Nebraska is better than North Dakota State? I'm just asking off the cuff.
Yeah, Nebraska is better than North Dakota State. They got better athletes.
That's what I would have said. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. So if you think they have better athletes than North Dakota State, and I know we're talking on paper here, I'm not holding anybody to anything. But if you think that's the case, then my question to you then is, the problem is, were you satisfied with the run game or with the run defense rather?
The second half, yeah.
Okay.
Really, from the second quarter, 8 minutes on, they was pretty much lights out until that last drive. They didn't really give them nothing but a field goal in that last touchdown.
Okay.
And that was also playing back defense. That wasn't locked down deep like they was playing. It was a hoop. I think you even said it. Somebody just said they pretty much shut them out the second half.
Okay, and it's still.
And I don't think people realize how bad.
But that's my point. But that's my point. Hold on. But that's my point. If they still shut them out in the second half, they scored 6 points. They still only lost by 5 points, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying. So hold on. Even with the shutout,
and I know a lot of people were also saying before the game. See, people can have it both ways. oh, North Dakota State is a good team. Don't be surprised if they do this, and do that. But there was a close game. All Colorado should have beat them bad. You can't have it both ways.
No, I agree. I'm not saying that they should have beat them bad. What I'm saying is taking that philosophy and what you said, carrying over to Nebraska. All I'm saying is look at what you're saying. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. We both know, neither one of us know until they kick that ball off on the tee tomorrow. However, this is a sports show, right? So we all gonna sit up here and you know what I mean, predict stuff. But we all try to use it based on our experience. And that's why I try to bring it in. Looking at based on what you're telling me, you're saying, okay, they score every drive. Okay, cool, no problem. I get it. But however, at the end of the day, they still only scored 5 more points.
Yeah, I mean, from that standpoint, and if you're not a casual, you know that the fluke interception was really supposed to be some more points.
That's fine. Okay, so guess what? Wait a minute. Okay, that's supposed to be some more points. No problem. So what more points do you want for that? You want to put 7 more points on it?
3. You can just give me 3.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
So now instead of beating them by 5, y'all beat them by 8. Fine, I give you that. Okay, I give you the 3 points. You say you want 3 points for the fluke interception?
Football, a lot of people might say it should have been closer based on the program North Dakota State is and the program that Coach Prime is building. But I guess it's an FCS school, so people going to say they should have beat them by this, and that.
Yeah, I disagree. I can. You wanna know why? Because with all all that was being said, all that was being hyped up, all that was being done at the end of the day, brother, I just call it what it is. Colorado should have beat the bejesus out of these people. But hold up, wait a minute. I'm telling you, because some of the stuff y'all did to give up points were self-inflicted. Offsides, put them in position to score. Shiloh hit them.
If this was UCF or any one of the other FCS schools that other teams were playing this weekend, then yeah. But North Dakota State, I think people got to go do their research. They got some ball players up there.
Okay. All right.
So for people to think they were just supposed to get ran over, now I'm in Texas. I know UTEP don't have nothing compared to what North Dakota State gets.
Okay. So
I think that's the conversation that people are not really having because they want to just judge Colorado. You understand what I'm saying?
I know, but in UTEP, the same school that Justin Mayer came from, and everybody telling he All-American, now they trash.
Who said he was All-American? Listen, everybody that Colorado has is basically second string players. They really don't have no starters. BJ Green, Hayes, and maybe Shiloh is probably the only 3 players on their defense that'll start on any other team. Besides that, they're playing with a bunch of second string players. Bro.
Okay, no problem.
Like, y'all got to stop.
No, I'm with you. I'm only based on, listen, I'm going off the people that watch all the well-off media. I'm going off all the people that watch that. No, I'm just telling you, all that you hear is what I'm trying to get people to understand. It ain't always what it seems to be. And it is what it is. I'm not tripping. Real quick, I just want to ask you this. We the only one on the line, so you're more than welcome. We continue to talk. But I do want to ask you, what's your Nebraska score prediction?
I got 31-17, Colorado. 31-17, Colorado.
Hold up. What's your name? Mike what? What's your name again?
Mike B.
Mike B. Now, Mike B., you just said 31-17.
Yeah.
Hold on now, Mike B., because I can't stay on here long. I got a UCF segment to do. But Mike B., you said 31-17.
Yeah.
And Nebraska is a Power 5 program, correct? Or Power 4, if you want to call it that.
I don't know what they call them. Based on what I seen last year, they ain't nothing. But I guess what they call them.
Okay.
So I guess so.
But so will we agree that they're a Power 5 program, that they're in the Big Ten? Is that fair?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're going and the 31-26 score was right where you thought it should be for Nebraska. I mean, for North Dakota.
I know it's going to be no more than 7 points. I knew they wasn't going to beat North Dakota State. They weren't going to beat them like that. No.
So
because I'm a realistic person. I know Colorado don't have that much talent defensively to just shut out certain teams like people want them to. So no.
Okay, so I just want to make sure I got you, Mike. I just want to hear this. So based on what you just said now, based on what you just told me, you knew they weren't going to beat North Dakota by more than 7 points. But you're saying they're going to beat a Nebraska 31-17. So that's
you said like the first question I asked you said nothing changed from the defensive side of the ball. No transfers, no freshmen, no nothing. Colorado will beat them by 2 scores.
And you are basing that on what?
Because based on the horrible offensive line play we had and the way Shadeur looked against them with that offensive line, I feel very confident in Shadeur this week. More than I did last week.
I agree with you. I agree. Shadeur's going to get his week in and week out. I agree with you. I would never bet against Shadeur as an individual. What I'm saying to you is I still have question marks on the defensive side of this. And as good as Shadeur can be, things still happen where you don't score every drive.
That's a fact. But I just think the offense is so potent. The connection with Horn and Hunter is so enhanced for as like they've been playing together, him and Hunter for years, and him and Horn have been practicing and playing. I don't think Nebraska even have a film. They don't have film on Shepard, and they got a little bit on Weston. So they really don't even know about those 2 weapons. Ain't nobody talking about that at all. All I keep hearing is Nebraska defense and his freshman quarterback. That's all I keep hearing.
Well, I'm gonna tell you about Nebraska running game. I don't know about it. Okay, so
if I'm wrong, if I'm right, would it be okay for people like yourself and others to say either Colorado pretty good or Nebraska overrated?
Okay, do me a favor. Say that one more time so I'm clear on how you said it. Say it again.
Basically, if Colorado win by 2 scores, is Nebraska overrated or Colorado pretty good?
I don't know if Nebraska's overrated. I can speak from me. I think Nebraska wins, and I will definitely answer this question, but I just want to lay some foundation first. I believe that Nebraska, in my opinion, why I gave them the win, because of the question marks I had for the defense. When I went in to look at the North Dakota game, those questions still were not answered for me as a whole. So now I have to go into the Nebraska game waiting for those questions to still be answered. Depending on how these questions get answered for you, I could definitely answer that clearly. I can't say win or loss because guess what? I said the same thing last year, and I didn't know Jeff Sims was going to come out here and play for Colorado. Right? Jeff Sims went out there last year, and played for Colorado. Now, again, not taking anything from Colorado, but he played for the other team. So to your point is, I don't know until I truly see the game, and I would love for you to call in the post-game show and re-ask me that question, and I can definitely give you a solid answer. If Nebraska beat them by 35, fine. If Colorado beat them by 35, fine. I can now give you a solid answer, and hopefully some of my questions will be answered. I had 2 questions: offensive line, defensive scheme. And what I saw from the offensive line was a lot of bend, but not really broken, but a lot of bend. And I'm looking out of a lot of bend and I'm not trying to downplay North Dakota State, but an FCS school, a small. You can't tell me that those defensive linemen were not smaller than your offensive linemen, just from a physical standpoint. They looked like they was almost 20, 30 pounds lighter than Jordan Seaton, than Benson, than Tyler Brown. They were small guys. So what I'm saying is, with those smaller guys getting as much push and pocket collapse as I saw, what do I know about 0? What do I know about 9, who look like they twice the size North Dakota State defensive line is? And we saw what they did last year. Granted, I believe your O-line this year is better, but I also saw a smaller North Dakota State get a lot of push and penetration. Also get a lot of hits on I won't say a lot, but they got some significant hits on Shadeur at the point at which he throws the ball. They got him flushed out the pocket with a smaller line. And now I look at Nebraska with 3 linemen and say, what do they do with these 3? I don't know yet. If I would have saw a real stout O-line on there, I'd have felt pretty good with Colorado. I don't know yet. So I'll just stick with my prediction.
Okay. So and one more question for you, since you're a coach.
Yeah.
And we had this conversation earlier on another channel.
Okay.
Do you think Colorado didn't show their whole hand based on who they knew was next week?
All right. As a coach, can I tell you this?
I'm asking the coach. Yes,
no, I just want to say this. I never believed in that. But what I do believe is I don't have to show my hand if I don't need to show it. There's the difference. I never went into a game and said, I'm not going to show my hand because I don't know what these son of guns going to come out and be. So it's like going to a gunfight with 1 bullet saying I'm the better shot than my opponent. And what happens that one day I just decide to miss?
Okay.
That's how I looked at it. Now, if I'm up 31-0, do I need to pull out everything on the playbook? No. That's when you don't show your playbook. When you are in a game at halftime, 20-17, and we still gonna stick with the mindset of, well, I just ain't gonna show everything. Make sure we don't show Nebraska. I don't believe in that. Now, eventually,
even if you're scoring on every drive and your offense is moving the ball,
bro, you can't say you scoring every drive. You score 7 points.
Well, I mean, based on if you look at the game stats, Colorado only punted the ball once or twice. I can't remember them punting more than twice.
Yeah, they had a 4th and out. That's one drive did. So here's what I say. So you're telling me they had 2, 3, 4. They only had 5.
Most of their possessions in the scoring is what I'm saying.
Okay, let me do this.
Because you got to understand, they didn't have the ball.
I got it right here. Yeah, no, listen. First drive, touchdown. Second drive, touchdown. Third drive, turnover on downs. 4th drive, punt. End of the half. First drive, coming out the half, interception. Touchdown, punt. So you said they score every drive. They had 1 punt. Hold on, wait.
There. The interception, it's the interception.
That's football,
that's
bro.
Still in the red zone about to score.
Okay,
so that would have been 3 straight scores coming into the second half.
Okay, you're right. So here we go. 1 downs, punt, in the half, interception, punt.
Touchdown.
And then they punted at the end. They end up punting at
the end. They punted twice, right?
They punted at the end. So I'm trying to hold on. So I'm looking at the drives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They had 9 drives in this entire game. And they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of their drives, they did not score. 5 of 9 drives, they did not score.
Then they kick a field goal too, right?
They kicked the field goal right before the half.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said 5 of the 9 drives only 4 drives they only scored. How is that?
4 to 5.
They 3-4 touchdowns and they kick the field goal. That's 5 drives they scored.
Okay, watch this. I'll just help you out. Let me just put it on the screen. I know you can't see it. NASA, I'm coming, baby. Just put it on the screen. All right, and then we'll get up. Okay, here we go. Let me put this on the screen so we just be done with it. All right. Close this. Okay. Here we go. First drive, touchdown. Second drive, touchdown. Third drive, downs. Fourth drive, punt. Fifth drive, field goal, right?
Okay. Yeah,
next one, interception. Touchdown, punt. So 4 of 6. So they were 60% in scoring. just roughly. I don't know the exact math. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not tripping about this. And this is fine. Only thing I'm saying
on
is
top of the fluke interception. They was 60%.
Bro, if you want the free, it's life though, bro. Like, okay, it's a freak interception.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that.
Yeah, but that's the same way.
Hold on. It wasn't caught with hands. It was off somebody's leg. That's what I think.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I could just simply say the same thing. They were 4 yards from winning the game on the Hail Mary. Like, if we gonna bring it up, like, I get where you're coming from, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, it's a stat, right? Yeah. And so that's just what it is. But that kind of stuff happens in football. In Nebraska, guess what? A ball may bounce off a dude's helmet, hit another dude's hand, and Jimmy Horn gonna catch it. What you gonna say? Oh, that was a fluke touchdown?
But that's not what my argument is. They was moving and in position to score with ease pretty much most of the time they had the ball.
They should have. No, there's no argument. They should have. What I'm saying is that the offensive line was not getting too many 3-and-outs and sacks. They was moving the ball. Like, it wasn't as bad as people. It wasn't like last year. I mean, I can understand Shadeur getting sacked and running crazy, but the offensive line, when we were running the ball, we was getting positive yards. When we went on screen, Shadeur got sacked once, so the offensive line wasn't that bad. Gotcha. I hear you. Ouch. What the hell is that?
On top of throwing for 400 plus yards.
I know.
The offensive line can you know as a coach, you cannot throw for 400 plus yards with a bad offensive line. Am I right or am I wrong?
Come on, dog. Y'all had really big plays. Y'all only had one drive that was a full drive. I'm not hating here. I just want to tell you something. And I'm not trying to be funny. This is why stats and stuff throw things off. When you look at drives, bro, like when you look, let's talk about drives. When you look at drives, 6 plays, 2 plays, touchdown. 6 plays, touchdown. 2 plays, touchdown. 4 plays, turnover and down. 4 plays, punt. 8 plays, field goal. 7 plays, interception. 5 plays, touchdown. This was the drive right here. 17-play touchdown drive, right? So how you get 400 yards? Because y'all are more athletic than who y'all playing. That's why the score should have been 71-26. That's my whole point. My whole point to you is
so Nebraska athletic. So you saying Shadeur should get 400 yards against Nebraska? That's what you're saying?
No, that's not
because they got athletic.
No, that's not what I said. What I'm saying is you played North Dakota State, who you guys were clearly more athletic than.
Okay.
Clearly more athletic than.
But what I'm saying is that Colorado does pretty much the same thing versus Nebraska. They more athletic than Nebraska, is what you're saying.
They could
you can't have it both ways.
I can.
You got to pick one.
I can, because you can still be more athletic and not what you call it. Like, for example, you could be athletic. You can't tell me y'all ain't more athletic than North Dakota State.
Yes.
Okay.
By far.
By far. But North Dakota State was in this game because what? Why were they only? Why was North Dakota State in this game?
So they can't stop a running quarterback, basically. Honestly, and if you really want to be honest, as much as people like to say I'm going to say him fumble, they really couldn't stop Sam's lashes. He was running wild on them lashes.
Okay.
He was the only offense Nebraska had that I can remember. Where's an offense Nebraska had besides Sims doing the read option running the ball? They don't really have no offense last year.
You're right. But listen, we're going to push on. We're going to make it happen. Let me get the rest of these guys so I can get into the next segment, man. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you, man. Much love. All right, NASA in the building. NASA, talk to us. Give us your name, where you coming from. I'm so used to that. My bad. Talk to me, NASA.
I was the whole time while he was talking, I was writing down feats in history that's easier than getting Colorado fans to understand football. The lady swam across the English Canal. That's check. Black president, check. Russia put a monkey in space, check. We walked on the moon, check. All that's easier than get Colorado fans to understand football.
I never heard that in my life, NASA.
Jesus Christ. I mean, you couldn't write that down and put it in Buddy's face like they got out coached. If you got more talent than the other team, if you physically bigger and more skilled and more every goddamn thing across the board, and the team stayed in the game with you, you got out coached.
That dude said, "Put a monkey in space."
They did. Russia put a monkey, a chimp in space. That was easier. You got 3 black women that found a way, the mathematical equation to get a man on the moon. 3. But you can't teach Colorado fans football in a year. These motherfuckers still stupid. And then they get on, then they call you proud too, like they know what they be talking about. And they sound like they're in the 1st grade at football school.
Hey man, I'm just a guy.
What's wrong with these people, man? I don't get it. I don't get it. But you know what? Listen, watching you on Colorado Night is the equivalent of me watching Fox News. I just watch it to get pissed off. Because I know I know somebody on Fox gonna say some stupid shit. And I know somebody gonna say something dumb on Colorado Night. I know it. It never fails. They just like Trump. They just like Trump supporters. The people delusional as hell. They are. They might well start wearing CAGA hats. Make Colorado great again.
What you said again? What? MACA hat?
CAGA hat. MACA hats. Make Colorado great again. Because they just like Trump supporters.
MACA hats. MACA hats. You crazy, bro.
MACA hats. Bro, they just like Trump supporters, man. They act just like these people, man. You could tell them everything. This man done did this, this man doing that, and this is what's going on. They'll be like, nah, that's not true. And then you even get old ladies. Nah, baby, Coach Prime, he's the greatest coach ever in the game of football. Come on, people.
Listen, I want them to win. I'll just say that like this, brother. I want them to win. I want them to be successful. But like I said, sometimes when we look at this game, and hopefully Mike B understands where I was coming from, you can't take the score last year.
You don't believe that.
What?
He don't understand. He don't understand that.
That's why I say I hope he understands. I didn't say
he sniffed glue. You could tell he do.
I'm just saying, I hope he understands that you can't look at the 38-16 or 7, whatever 14 score and equate it to how the defense played overall when you have to take into account when your team gives them the ball on the 29-yard line and the 23-yard line. You go out there, look at all the drives I went through and talked about: fumble, interception, fumble, turnover down, 3 and out, fumble. So all I'm saying is all of that goes against your defense. And here's another piece I didn't even decide to bring up, but I'll say that people don't realize those same defensive players, they play on the punt team. They play on the kickoff return team. They play on the kickoff team. They play on the punt return team as well as the punt team. So all of that wears you down over time, and then you're getting demoralized because you just came off the field, you made a good stop, y'all go 3 and out. You just come out the field.
I understand that.
Yeah, but you
just play football.
But watch this now.
Because what you saying, what you saying, what happened to Nebraska is the same thing happened to Clemson Saturday.
There you go.
Same thing.
There you go.
They ran out of gas. They looked good the first half. They didn't have nothing because they offense were putting on no points. So they just basically just wore them down.
Yeah.
Georgia didn't do nothing spectacular. They ran Clemson down. They just got tired.
They just wore them out.
That's the same thing happened in Nebraska. And you trying to explain to him that nothing about the defense looked the same, but at the same time, without saying it, saying that the defense didn't play bad.
Yeah, they just got beat up over time. Bro, they had 7 sacks. Think about it. 7 sacks in that game. 7 sacks.
Coach Hayes, you flew a 747 right over that dude's head.
I know, bro. I like Mike.
Clean over his head.
But it's okay, man. I get it, dog.
Oh, yeah, it is. I couldn't do it. I was like, well, these people, man, I swear, just like watching Fox News. Shadeur going to throw for 6,000 yards against Nebraska.
Yeah.
You people, man.
I hope he does. I mean, I say this with all honesty. I hope that they're successful. I hope that what I saw Robert Livingston do, like that whole thing when they say, oh, well, did they show everything? Bro, that irks me beyond belief. I'm never going into a fight with one bullet in my gun and it holds, I got a 30-round mag and I'm just gonna put one bullet because I'm a sharpshooter. No, come on, bro. Come on.
But look, Shadeur Sanders probably is the best quarterback in football, arguably. You know, after we seen what Cam did, but
he is.
But he bad. And Travis Hunter, man, I don't give a damn what they do this year. Buddy, a Heisman candidate. If they win 3 games, he should still be in New York, and at the end of the season. But at the same time, man, Colorado ain't nothing different. They still can't block. They can't run block. They can't pass block. They got a whole bunch of can'ts.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just looking at the shots that he took. Those half steps, maybe with better athletes, because like he clearly said, they have better athletes. Those now become sacks. That's how I'm looking at it. Those half steps where he throws, like think about the long one to Jimmy Horn. He's actually getting hit when he throws the long one to Jimmy Horn.
He got hit a lot.
No, but I mean, he was in the process of like his arm is up getting hit when he throw. So that's what I'm saying. I just can't wait to Saturday. Become a member. We'll be in the Discord, rocking and rolling with it. We'll see my Miami Hurricanes. We're going to make some snakeskin boots about the Rattlers. Shout out to the FAMU Rattlers, man. HBCU in the building. But we're going to make some snakeskin. Listen, I already got some Gators. We're going to get us some. I got some 9 later orange and green Gators.
I watched that game 3 times. You know, I was in the Discord, and I said, man, I ain't watching the game. I watch it, they lose.
I know, but listen, I got some 9 later orange and green Gators. And I'm going to get me a white snakeskin belt this week. And after that, when we go to play Ball Sack State, I'm gonna get a pretty long. Or they red? I get a pretty long. We'll dye that feather orange, because ain't they the bird cardinals or something like that? Yeah, we're gonna have a whole outfit.
I don't know what Ball State is. Yeah. What's they some type of bird? I know that.
Yeah, I think they sponsored by Manscaped. Everybody at Ball State got a Manscaped NIL deal.
Hey, Manscaped.
They got a Manscaped NIL deal.
Hey, let me ask you a question, because I wanted to ask you this earlier. Yeah. But I was doing my thing. I know you already did the Hurricane thing.
Yeah.
If this dude can walk out of here or at least a playoff win or now championship win, not saying they're gonna do it, this is one game.
Mm-hmm.
And he get invited to New York. What you think is his legacy at the University of Miami?
Oh, he's stamped forever. He's stamped. He's stamped, dog. He's stamped. But listen, we got T. Wills. Y'all clap it up. T. Wills became a member in the building, man. T. Wills became a member in the building. Appreciate you, T. Wills. Thank you, T. Wilks, for that. Appreciate it. But man, let me run these calls, man, because I still got UCF to do. I'm trying to knock all this out in one day.
All right, cool. I'll let you.
Appreciate it. We see you in the Discord, baby.
In the Discord.
All right, we in the locker room. 4326 coming to you. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. And 0599 coming to you. Next.
What's going on, Coach?
What's going on? Who am I speaking to, brother?
This is Key from Augusta.
Key from Augusta. All right, Key from Augusta. Talk to me.
What you make of the FSU struggles they having starting 0-2? And also, what's going on with Brian Kelly can't win the opening game since he's been at LSU with all that time?
I don't know, brother. I have no idea. Hey, you got to come in there and make some games. FSU, we talked about it the other day. They struggling because of their quarterback. I don't know they may not have as much talent as they had last year, but you got a quarterback that overthrows a corner route by 5 yards and nobody's around him. That's not that's not receiver talent. That's not blocking talent. Quarterback misses the throws. It's just what it is. He's not as good.
I think his confidence just gone. It's like his confidence probably just been taken away from him over the years, because we know he has the arm talent. And from what they say through all the spring and all that stuff, he looks good until it's time to play. And
well, guess what? He's not a player then. Guess what? It's no different than the actor that in practice rehearsals can spit their lines. They know all this. Rapunzel. They get out there and be like this. They got stage fright, bro. So guess what? Unfortunately, see, when you're in practice, that's controlled chaos. You know those guys are not trying to hurt you, right? You know these guys are playing. I get it. But when you line up and them dudes got a different color jersey on than you have, they're trying to put you to sleep. They're trying to give you the sweet chin music. And some of those guys are not, you know what I mean? It's just like the dudes that could play this doggone a video game that everybody went nuts about. You give them a helmet and a shoulder pads, they're looking like poor little Timmy. So it is what it is. The quarterback is the biggest problem right now when it comes to them. Hoodie girl, what's up, baby? I just see you in here. How you doing? Let's see what she say. FSU has 2 guys in their D-line that have hyped all summer, and they're complete bums. Shout out to Hoodie Girl. And I got your message. Thank you, Hoodie Girl. I appreciate it. I appreciate the good, bad, and the ugly. But, yeah, let me get this last caller in here. You got another question? And then I'm going to get on to my UCF gig.
Okay. As a Georgia fan, it was always good to see what y'all Miami boys did to them weak-ass Gators.
Mm-hmm.
But how you feeling about controlling the hype with yourself and not getting too high on the Florida win? Because even though, let's be real, y'all schedule is Sherbert, man. The shit's soft as hell. So y'all could win 10, 11 games. But how you see yourself managing not getting too high on the Florida win, even though it's the first week, and y'all did do it in a dominant fashion?
Did you say win 10 games? Did you just say win 10? Huh?
You don't think Miami can win 10 games? Y'all schedule easy.
How dare you try us with 10 when we go win 11, man? Stop playing with us, man.
Man, y'all know y'all are fooling. Y'all, you know sometimes y'all.
I will take this.
Do the tick of Boston College. Do y'all hear it? Y'all know that.
Man, let me tell you.
You know the ACC anybody's division, man.
Yes, you're right. I didn't mention their defense. Their defense sucks too. I said this the other night on the show about the defense. Florida State's defense was like trying to scoop up water with a spatula. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like.
And I get they might lost a lot of players, but man, this looking bad. Like they just can't reload. Is they develop? I don't know. They just look bad, man.
Gotcha.
If you blaming everybody. Right, him and Brian Kelly, they just blaming everybody in the press conference. It ain't a good look, man.
Hey, that's on them. Them boys making millions of dollars. That's rich people problems. They'll be all right. But let me run, man. Let me get through these calls, man.
You take it easy, man.
Yes, sir. Thanks, brother. Go Kane. Get out of here talking about the Bulldog. Get that crap. All right. Real quick, I got 0599 in the building. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. What's your thoughts on this Colorado-Nebraska deal? $0599 going once. Y'all clap it up for Hoodie Girl.
What's up, Coach Hayes? Long time.
Been a minute. How you doing? Clap it up, Hoodie Girl. How you been?
I'm good. I don't make your lives a lot because I'm usually at work, but I do watch your stuff. Just so you know, I don't miss any of your stuff.
I appreciate it.
Make it on the live.
I appreciate it. We're talking to a real Kane, a real graduate up in here that's got the paperwork on the wall. Talk to us, Hoodie Girl. What's going on, Melissa?
I got 2 of those paperworks on the wall.
Oh,
I'm a
2 of
2-time
them.
Grad from Miami.
Ooh.
Are you coming to the game this weekend?
I'm not, unfortunately. No, I'll be here for a while. I was in Florida. I was in what you call it? I was in
Gainesville?
Canesville. Yeah, I was in Canesville. I went and talked to the mayor, and I slapped him across the face because he had nerve. He said he was the mayor of Gainesville. I said, "Sir, you are no longer the mayor of Gainesville. It's Canesville." And he said, "No problem," and they escorted me out with the police. But other than that, I'm all right.
I would have bailed you out, Coach Hayes.
I appreciate that.
But I had to get a call in after that butt whipping we put down on the Gators this past weekend.
Yeah, it happens. It happens real quick too, didn't it?
I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous because Gators fans were talking a big game, and like I knew on paper we had the roster, but until we see it, I was like, all right, is this gonna be close? Like I knew Cam Ward was good. I didn't know he was gonna be that good. I was actually mad that we gave up that long touchdown, but And I was like, oh man, are we only going to be up 7 going into the half? That's terrible. But Kim Ward was like, no, we ain't having any of that. But going into the second half, I was pretty confident after we scored on that first drive. I love that both halves we came out and scored touchdowns and made it look easy. So there was never really a question. Our offense looked awesome. And I think Isaiah Horton is going to be a beast.
Oh, definitely. And the Lofton too. Elijah Lofton looks smooth.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
That kid's 18 years old and he's a grown freaking man.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked smooth too. He didn't look freshman like. The way he navigated through, drove behind his pads. I was excited, man. Shout out to him.
Well, they said on the commentary that they clocked him at like 20 miles per hour in practice. I was like, there's no way somebody that like big and built should be able to run that fast. It's like not human. That
boy running past school zones, man. He doing too much though.
But we have so many like options on offense. I mean, you got Fletcher and Martinez.
Yeah.
I don't think we've even hit the surface with Chris Johnson. I think when we play some other teams that have some inferior D lines, I think we're going to see him out there. I think our running back room is stacked. We have different specialties with receivers. X is Mr. Reliable.
That's right.
Can catch anything, can make anybody miss. He literally made that dude like tear his ACL.
I know, right?
Horton, I think, had one of the best catches of the day with that perfect throw on the sideline from Cam, that over the shoulder catch. I mean, that was him, that catch, and then the Jacoby George catch in the back of the end zone. Like those 2 catches were ridiculous. I was so impressed by our offense and our offensive line. And then I don't think anyone can really talk shit anymore about our secondary. I think they had a point to prove, and I think they proved it pretty good.
I love it, man. I'm super excited. I can't wait to watch every Saturday, Friday night, whenever they play. They can play on a Tuesday morning. We're going to wake up and make it happen.
I will be at every home game, tailgating in Green Lot. You're always welcome to come join us. Grab some beers or some food.
That's right. I can't wait. We'll definitely be down and make it happen. But when I get down, I'll be working, man. I'll be on the camera and I got all kind of footage. The funny thing, I got a bunch of footage from UF. Again, trying to edit that, just trying to find time to get that. I still haven't gotten that out yet, so I'm trying my best.
I gotta make sure to update the picture on my wall of fame. So you gotta stop by my tailgate at some point.
I
got
definitely
one of us
will.
on there now, but we gotta get a new one every season.
Well, let's do it. We'll definitely make it happen. And I saw your picture on Twitter where you were in the Orange Bowl when you were a student. I saw that picture on Twitter. Yeah, I've been following too, man. Well, like I said, Melissa, I appreciate it. Let me roll on through here and we'll make it happen. Y'all go check out. You still doing some YouTube shows or no?
Yeah, I'm on the 5 Reasons Sports Network. If you check that out on YouTube and just look for the Buckets podcast, we bring you all of your Canes basketball content.
Well, 3, I'm loving it. Appreciate it, Melissa. Thank you so much for coming by. Tell everybody else I said hi.
Thanks for taking my call, Coach H. You're the best.
No problem. Thank you, man. She's the best.
Bye.
All right. Yes. All right. Here we go. Real quick. I know people trying to call in. Coach, I got to be disciplined. I know you last 2 people have called in, but you got to be quick. I'm putting a timer on you. 2 minutes, and I'm out of here. 0658, next one in the queue. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. You got 2 minutes.
Oh, hey. All right. I'm calling from Los Angeles. And
yeah.
I just want to speak on the I just want to speak on the Nebraska and Colorado thing just real quick, and then I can out your face. Sure. I appreciate you taking my call.
You good.
I just want to say I think Nebraska has a very sound defense. I'm rooting for Colorado, but I'm just looking at what's on paper compared to what we've seen last year. Like the offense couldn't get anything going. They tried to believe in a few quarterbacks that couldn't get it going, but I think this Raiola kid is going to be pretty good and going to be a real challenge for Colorado's defense. I want to see the D line and the linebackers improve this week because that's going to be pivotal. That's going to be real pivotal to success. But offense, damn fireworks every time they step on the field, or for the most part at least. What do you think about that, Coach?
You said the last part of what? It sounds like you in the car driving. So the last part is what now?
Yeah, sorry about that. No, I said the offense is explosive. It's fireworks for the most part every time they step on the field. Just I would like to see them establish that run, this week.
Listen, I agree with you. My question is, and I have to just be very honest, this question needs to be answered. Like that big play to Jimmy Horn when he came across on that post, Shadeur was getting hit. Shadeur has strong enough arm to get it out there. Like, to me, bigger, stronger, faster opponents, that's a different outcome. I'm not trying to, not trying to take anything away, not trying to keep saying this and giving disclaimers, but we got to call it what it is, right? You're playing smaller opponent. They clearly were smaller opponents on the front D line, and we're getting a lot of push and penetration to the O line. Shadeur took some shots. So if he's taking shots from, as we clearly could see, smaller, underweight opponents, I'm not saying they're 110 pounds, but they were clearly smaller than the offensive line. What happens when bigger O-line get there? That's all. That I don't know the answer yet. We'll find out Saturday. But until then, in meantime, in between time, that's all I can assume. But, and do they have a high power? Sure, they can score at a drop of a dime. They got speed, power, all that. But you still got to be able to run the football. You can't walk out with 50 yards of rushing out of like five runners or whatever. Yeah.
Right. I agree with you, Coach. Like, I thank you for taking my call. I ain't going to be no longer.
No problem.
Thanks, Coach.
Anytime, brother. Thank you for that, man. Thank you for adhering to the 2 minutes. Right on time, man. All right, let me take this last call and we make it happen. 0599 and we get into UCF. 0599, caller, talk to us. You got 2 minutes.
What up, Coach? What up? This is out in Arizona.
Talk to me, man. All the way in Arizona. What's up with you, brother?
So I'm gonna first say about the Colorado and Nebraska. So a wild hair for Coach Prime gonna be his other son, the safety. He's gonna cause a lot of penalties for them. A lot of penalties. And I really don't care about Colorado now. I'm always a Canes fan, so I'm talking about the Canes right now. And one thing I just wanted to know, did you hear Cam and Mace talk about on what it is about Cam being a 9-year senior playing football?
I didn't hear. Did they had a segment about that?
Yeah. So they try to make it a big deal because Stat Baby went to Miami. She's alum at Miami. Okay. So they try to make a big deal like, man, it's crazy. Miami got a player that's 26 playing with 18-year-olds. I'm like, do y'all not remember Florida State had a 28-year-old out there as a quarterback?
Yeah, you talking about Chris Winkie and them? Yeah.
Yeah. Like Chris Winkie was 28 out there playing with 18-year-olds. Like y'all act like Cam was the first player that ever to be 26-year-old to play college ball. I'm like, wow, man. I fuck with Cam and Mace just like I mess with Cam and Mace just like I messed with you. You know what I'm saying? But it was wild. I was like, man, I wonder if Coach Hayes done heard this.
No, I didn't hear the. Well, what do they call that podcast? The Cam. What was Cam and Mace?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Podcast. Yeah. No, I didn't hear their podcast. I have to be honest with you. Now, the difference between Chris Winkie, he was playing baseball, I believe, first. So he hadn't played 9 years. He wasn't part of a team for 9 years. And shout out to Cam McCormick, man. I mean, I get it, bro. I guess. But
man, he got dog.
9 years,
dog, man.
9 years,
this
dog.
Is our year.
Hey, shout out to Cam. That boy on the all-decade team and was there every year. I just said, though, like, hey, if they allow it, I ain't tripping, man. It is what it is.
No, why trip? But one thing I just want them to do is take over. You know what I'm saying? If you're 26 playing with kids, run over them like they kids.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah. Hey, that's interesting right there, man. That's interesting, man. Like, yeah, that's a lot. I ain't never heard 9 though, bro.
But you got to also look at all his injuries. You're saying he only played 13 regular games in his whole 9 years. 13 regular games. So
you know what? I have to say this. I really don't know his story. I know he was injured. I know all of that, but I don't know what his injuries were. And I'm not going to get into it now, but I need to research that, what his injuries were, as
research that. He had some ACL and had like couple injuries, man. Then COVID got him, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but that put you at 8.
It gave him eligibility, so he took what it was. That man trying to make it to the league.
COVID gets you 8.
Yeah, Kobe got my son at least 6 years in college.
Jesus. All right, man. I appreciate it, man. Let me pop on over here to these Knights, man. Let's see what they're talking
go
about.
Canes.
Appreciate it, man. Go Canes, man. All right. Good call here. I knew this first one was going to be a little rough. I get it. Because people just talking and I love it. And I'm not really tripping out. You can have segments. You notice the colors changed? Did y'all notice that? You notice the hurricane thing went away? And people don't care. They don't care. I'm going to talk about my hurricane. I'm going to talk about Colorado. They don't care. Even change the color. Look. See the gold and black? They don't care. It's all good though, baby. It's all fun. It's all what it is. All right. Let me get into the next part of here is UCF. Y'all hold please for the elevator music. Elevator music playing for your enjoyment. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shooby-dooby-doo. Going to UCF as we play the elevator music. Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Coach Hayes Football Live. He can talk about anything from high school to the pros. This guy knows the game, so you better not be half-stepping.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is going to agree with me before they agree with you.
Strap in, because Coach Hayes is about to
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Go ahead and
right here, right now.
Subscribe now and check out CoachHayesFootball.com.
What's up, y'all? We back. This is for the UCF Knights, a.k.a. what is this segment called? Nightlife. Huh? Shout out to the UCF Knights. We trying to knock this out in one show. This is the third segment. Shout out to the elevator music in the building. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then you don't know. Y'all will see why I'm doing what I'm doing in a little bit. Just tranquilo. Take it easy. I know y'all like, what y'all talking about? But anyway, we're going to definitely talk about this and make it happen, man. I'm still working on the UCF good, bad, and ugly film review. Quite a few good plays as they defeated New Hampshire Wolfpack 57-3. Whew, that was tough right there. 57-3. So they defeated the Wolfpack 57-3. KJ Jefferson started off extremely, I'm just say bad, straight up. Extremely bad, right? I think he was 1 for 8 for almost 2.5, 3 quarters. It was no bueno. It was no good by all stretch of the imagination. I know some of y'all feel like y'all in the twilight zone, like, wait a minute, what just happened? Well, that means you missed the beginning of the show. So if you lost, that means you need to go back and rewind and find out what's happening. All right? You're right, Reggie. I'm working. I'm making it happen. All right. Let's go look at this real quick, man. KJ Jefferson, the transfer from Arkansas, comes down. I think he's the most experienced quarterback in Power 5 football right now with over 40 starts. He was 7 for 14 for 164, 2 touchdowns and interception. Ja'Cory Brown comes in, backing him up 4 for 8 for 21 yards. And then on the flip side of this, which is amazing, New Hampshire comes in 14 for 28 for 95 yards, and he had 2 interceptions. UCF clearly was in control of this game, but the first quarter didn't show it. Think about this. First quarter, 6-0, 2 field goals. KJ Jefferson throwing the ball, I have to be very honest. I like what Gus Malzahn is doing. I like what Tim Harris is doing as the offensive coordinator over there. I like what Ted Roof is doing. But when it comes to KJ Jefferson, I have to be honest, just calling a spade, it was not good. For a guy with that much experience, underthrown. One time the ball just slipped out his hand. He was rolling out and the ball just popped out his hand. Didn't throw it. He just went to pick it up and just shot out the back of his hand. I mean, so when it comes to him throwing the football, very nervous. He threw an interception, literally. Like, this is the camera right here. There was a New Hampshire dude standing right here. And he's trying to throw the ball straight to the camera. Like he never saw him. Dude was standing between the camera and me. And he was like, oh, I don't see that dude. Let me just throw it. My man just picked it off. As simple as possible. So I don't know what's happening with KJ Jefferson. Is he comfortable with the offense? Is he not? I don't know. And at this point, I don't even really care. But what I do know, he better figure it out. Because you're going to force Coach Gus Malzahn to make a decision and the staff. Because you can't win games like that. UCF clearly overpowered UNH, New Hampshire, just from an athleticism standpoint and everything else. RJ Harvey is as advertised, but he ain't the only one. No, not a Penny Boone. There's a young man there named Miles Montgomery. Miles Montgomery there had 8 carries for 77 yards and a touchdown. Penny Boone had 7 carries for 81 yards and a touchdown. Ja'Curry Brown had 7 carries for 60 yards. Johnny Richardson had 7 carries for 40 yards. KJ Jefferson had 11 carries for 39, but that's not including the sacks. And RJ Harvey had 11 carries for 142 yards and 2 touchdowns. Their running game is legit. Now, the passing game, I guess you call it a work in progress. Not impressive. Big plays, though. Kobe Hudson, the receiver, their number 1 receiver this year, he had 2 catches, 61 yards. He is as advertised. And there's another young man there as well, super fast. Oh, Randy Pittman, the tight end. But what's the other? Townsend, Xavier Townsend. He can scoop. He can get missing. And the thing about UCF, and I've said this why I started covering them. They're here literally in my backyard in Orlando. But I think they're not even a diamond in the rough. It's like a lump of coal. And you know if you apply the right amount of pressure, it could turn into something huge. But here's what's important about UCF. They have it. They got facilities. They got funding. They have money. They got 70,000 students go to their school. Bro, if I show you the stadium, and I'm putting the good, bad, and ugly out, when I finish this show tonight, I'm going to actually go edit it. Or finish editing it, rather. But when you see the stadium, it's full to capacity. The bounce house rocking against New Hampshire. On campus stadium, so you know how far to go. A lot of people come in. They just got to stack wins right now. Last year was their first year in the Big 12, right? Last year was their first year in the Big 12 and ended up going 6-6. This year is year 2 for them. And again, they beat these people convincingly, but I just think they overpowered them. But what I will say about UCF is coming in, they're going to have some games that they're going to face. Now, they beat them. They got Sam Houston State coming up on September 7th at 6:30. We'll be watching that in the Discord, I think, as well. All right, if I'm not mistaken. We have a bunch of stuff going on in the locker room. But then they come in, and they're going to play TCU, right? Big game. Colorado is huge that week. Speaking of that, let me put y'all go check it out right here. We got a big party that weekend, man. On the 7th, right? On 27th, rather, that Friday. Y'all go check it out right here. All the information is in the description below. We're having a huge party that weekend. All of the Colorado Buffalo parents have been invited. Coach Hayes going to foot the bill for them. Let them come on in. It's for grown folks. Ain't going to be no kids there. Ain't no teeny boppers, none of that. It's for grown adults and all of that stuff. So all the information right here. Club Ember, if you're not familiar with it, you're more than welcome to check it out. Also, you got to check out CoachHayesFootball.com. You get your tickets there and check it out. See, got all kind of variety going on. I'm not sure what else is on this thing here, but I hope it don't show nothing crazy. So anyway, like I said, we got a big event happening that Friday, September 27th. So if you're in the Central Florida area or you're coming for the game, please make sure you come on in. And I got the promoter to drop the tickets to $15, y'all. It's still there right now. Now, maybe he get closer, he might start tripping. But $15 to get into the spot. Y'all can definitely check it out, ember.com. You can look at or emberorlando.com if you want to look at the venue. Like, Coach going to have us in a hole in the wall. Yeah, go check it out. You can see for yourself. Go see for yourself. Go see for yourself. There it is. That's me right there. I'll be live in effect at Club Ember that night. Shout out to my son right there. Look at him. You know, he off a little bit. You know what they call him? What do you just call people back in the he a little touched a little bit. That's my son right there. He a little touched. But much love to him. I'm just messing with him though. I don't even know who that is, man. Shout out to I just call him my son. Go to bed, boy. But anyway, so yeah, we have a big event. We make it happen, man, right here. Much love to everybody. You go check it out. buffstoorlando.eventbrite.com. Also, you can definitely get there. Really flawed. Go to bed. You need to go to bed, really flawed. But anyway, back to UCF, talking about them. They got a tough schedule too. They need to go to the swamp to play Florida. Now, here's what I'll say. If UCF, mark my word, you can count this. You can write this down, take a picture. I'll give them. If UCF beats the University of Florida, Billy Napier won't make it back to the locker room. Billy Napier they will take his shirt, his pants, his socks, even his shoes. And you know what they're going to say? That's university issue. We need all that. If UCF beats them, he won't even get a chance to see the Florida State game. Now that I can promise. Miami already beat him. Then he loses to UCF. A year two. Think about what I'm about to tell y'all about UCF. A year two program in the Power 4/Power 5 era, when they still are playing with, in essence, some G5 kids. That's what they had to recruit. They're getting some bounce back Power 4 guys like the Penny Boones. Well, he wasn't even that. Yeah, he was. Maryland, I believe he was at prior to. Antoine Jackson is over there. He had a huge interception, right? You have the linebacker Pace came from Cincinnati. They're getting some big players. Kobe Hudson comes from Auburn, right? Hunter Lee comes from Auburn. So they're getting those kind of guys to come back. But I'm telling you, it'll be huge right there. All right. So again, if I take this down because I'm distracted, y'all go check it out right there. Coach Hayes Football, make it happen. I'll bring it back up in a little bit. Okay. So let me open up the phone line, let y'all get in here, call in 862-799-9956. Hit us up if you want to talk a little UCF. I'm telling you, most of y'all not paying attention to these guys, but stick with Coach Hayes on this one. Stick with me on this. It may not be this year, may not be next year, but y'all stick with me on this because I think and I know they're going to grow. I went to a scrimmage they had, and it was closed. Coach had to jump the gate to get in. But I'm watching them. I'm watching Gus Malzahn put it together. I think they do need a quarterback. Last year, Plumlee did an excellent job. I don't know right now, just with all honesty, based on what I saw in that first game performance from KJ Jefferson against a far less opponent. I don't know if he's the answer. Maybe Ja'Cory Brown's the answer. I don't know. But we'll find out TCU game because there's nowhere in the world you're KJ Jefferson, all his experience. You are 7 for 14 passes against a Nevada. I'm sorry, New Hampshire, excuse me. Those are backup numbers. 7 for 14. Think about the score, 57-3. And you are 7 for 14. That's the backup and third string dude numbers. That's not starter numbers. When you're up 57-3. Now, RJ Harvey, like I said, that running back, truth is advertised. However, if you're only one-dimensional, people can stack the box because they don't trust that KJ can make it happen. Then guess what? It makes it harder for RJ Harvey. So it'd be interesting to find out in that sense how that works out. So again, as I looked at this and I watched this game and I broke it down, I saw the things they made mistakes on. Defensively, this is big for UCF. They did a great job getting to the football. When I say defensively, they're getting to the ball. When they got to that football, and they were punishing people, bro. Now, again, I know it's New Hampshire. Not tripping. But they were punishing people. They were jumping the ball, making interceptions. I think they had 2 interceptions. I think he took one back to the. No, I don't think they took one back to the house. No, wasn't one to the house. Let's see here. No, they had the 2 interceptions. Antoine Jackson and Deshaun Pace. That's what it was. Okay. So, like I'm saying, there's a lot to behold here. I know y'all not really interested in UCL. Stay with your boy, though. Stay with me on this one. If y'all trust Coach Hayes, trust me on this one. I know a lot of y'all ain't fans right now, but you will be. Big 12 play right here in Florida. Huh? Y'all killing me in the chat. Hey, son. Pop's got a destruction of public property charge for that fence. Why you do me like that? Man, tell your mom I need my frying pan back. How about that? Surfer Boy says UCF is legit. I think they have legit potential. I just calling it what it is right now. I have to be as honest as I can be. I was not impressed with the quarterback. And as much as y'all hear me talk about quarterbacks are the engine to the car, it's got to start there. I'm not sure what KJ Jefferson will be. I know what he kind of was at Arkansas. I wasn't impressed this last game. I really was not. Now, running the ball, with him running the ball, he like what, 250, 6'4", 250? He going to be a problem. And I have UCF beating Colorado as well. All right. If KJ Jefferson don't find a way to throw this football, Colorado going to beat UCF. Now, I'm just calling that what it is. I thought he'd be a little bit better than this. I'd be a little bit, I have to be very honest with you. I love it. But, hey, Melissa said UCF and USF battling for second in the state. Well, guess what? I could give UCF second in the state because we don't play them. We're going to slaughter USF. So we slaughter those two. We play 3 of the 4 in the state. We play Florida State, Florida, USF. I guess UCF get it by default. If you ask me, they'll get it by default. So, that's how I look at it. We'll definitely see. We'll definitely find out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go to that USF game. Angel want me to go, but I'm not going. Shout out to our member Angel. I don't know if I'm gonna go or not. He trying to get me to go out and do some things I shouldn't be doing. I thought I changed my life already. But Slap Happy says fight on. I hear you. Slap Happy, aren't you a USC fan? I think Slap Happy a USC fan. Coach T says, I agree with you. I appreciate that, man. And the atmosphere, if you haven't been to the Bounce House, you might want to, if you're in Central Florida, go to a game. Tickets ain't crazy. You don't have to go when they play Colorado. Them tickets are a little crazy. But go play when they play somebody else. Hey, look, let's see what the tickets to Sam Houston State is. Let's see what the tickets are to Sam Houston versus $15. Let's see, maybe $9. I'm at StubHub right now. Let's see what they say. See the ticket price. Oh, it went up. They $33 right now. Yee. Ain't too bad. I mean, $33 for a ticket to a game. Oh, they getting a little expensive, man. Oh boy, want 135 to sit right at the 50-yard line. All right, UCF, you're doing too much. No, I'm just playing. But anyway, like I said, I think it's pretty good. I know y'all don't want to call in because y'all don't want to talk about nobody but the Hurricanes or Colorado. But it's just what it is right now. We got to work. We got to find a way to work a little bit smarter and not harder during the season because there's so much to do and a long way to go. And so we just compiling or consolidating all these things right here. So we're putting all the shows into one big show. And then what I'm going to do is cut them up later so you can watch them individually if you like. But I just can't do Hayes Street every day. Then do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then do Saturday and Friday. I love y'all, but YouTube ain't doing it like that now. They ain't doing it like that. So if you want to have more in-depth conversation like I had with my man Mike B, which I did online, which I said I wasn't going to do, join the Discord. We definitely chop it up in the Discord, a.k.a. the locker room. We could put film up. We could talk about anything in there. I can show film. Don't have to worry about being demonetized. None of that stuff. I love entertaining y'all, but I don't want to lose my channel for y'all. 4 years now I done put into this thing so I can show y'all some videos and about to get demonetized, lose my whole thing. So it is what it is. Yeah, so we're going to definitely do that, man. So Really Flawed says, so wait. Hold on. So wait. What's the new schedule? I'll post it. I'll post it. I will. What I really think I'm doing is taking Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday show, and I'm making one show in this 3-hour window right here. And so Miami, Colorado, UCF really is one live show. And then what I'll do is kind of just chop it up and y'all can see it individually. But I can't do 2 hours, 2.5 hours on Tuesday, 2.5, 3 hours on Wednesday, 2.5, 3 hours on Thursday, then do the Hayes Street from 7 to 8, and then still try to edit stuff and then do the live games on the weekend in enough time and still go to work. Y'all killing it. Y'all killing coach. So we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. So that's what it is, Really Flaw. Hopefully that makes sense. Is Milroe a first rounder? Potentially. I think it all based on his performance this year. Based on his performance this year, I think the new coach change is going to say a lot about him. I believe a lot of NFL coaches or GMs put a lot of credence into that because they want to see what it looks like when you have change. What happens if I hire you and I get ready to fire my coach? Because you got to remember this too. See, people don't think like this. Usually the teams that's picking early, or not usually, but the teams that pick early are the worst teams, right? Right? That's how it works in football. Well, if they're the worst teams, we might be firing this coach here soon. So can you adapt to change? Right? And that might be a good plus for him to see that, okay, I was under Saban, now he's under Kalen DeBoer. How does he adapt to change? See, a lot of people don't think that. They only think what happens on the football field. But these GMs say, all right, let's say, for example, we're bad. We real bad. Coach on his 3rd year, he got a 5-year contract. He here this year, but he might be gone next year. How does that work? And so that's what it is. Five minutes, Reggie. You got 5 minutes in the corner. 5 minutes. There you go. Now that's why you kept getting. There you go. Come on, LV. Stay with me. You must not have been in the meeting. You weren't in the production meeting? You weren't in the production meeting. And real quick, LV, the producer down here in the building, she's put the Discord. So if you like to come join, you can actually join the Discord for free. And there's a general part. Everybody is accepted to that. No big deal. But in the locker room piece, like I said, if you're a YouTube member, go ahead and do that as well, and you'll be fine. Like I said, it's $4.99 a month. Come on, y'all. $1.25 a week. There you go. But you got to bring LV to a game. I got you. I'm gonna stop by Plantation or wherever. I think she's there. I'm gonna scoop her up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get E Brown to pick her up in the E Brown mobile. Huh? He still got wooden wheels on his car. E Brown got wooden wheels on his car. E Brown was born, I think, in. Matter of fact, he helped Columbus dock the Mayflower when he got here. Yep. Oh, I forgot you were Brown. That's right. You got some long lost uncles and cousins, Melissa. You got some long lost uncles and cousins. So anyway, it's like don't nobody want to call right now when we're talking about UCF, but I'm telling you, I'm in here for the long haul. Trust me. You know how it is when somebody pitch something, you be like, you know how we do. Man, that junk ain't gonna work. He's over there messing with, man, that junk ain't gonna work. See, this is how y'all miss out on the early stuff. Huh? Everybody said that about the internet.com. Shout out to Mark Cuban in the building. Mark Cuban saw the vision. He had vision. Coach got vision. Don't worry about it. I'm your favorite coach. And y'all gonna understand. Watch this. Y'all gonna understand. Y'all gonna stick with me on this. We're gonna make it happen. So I guess with all that being said, Coach Hayes about to get up out of here, man. I do appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. I know y'all don't see the big vision right now, but you will one day. Stay tuned for the good, bad, and uglies. The WREs are coming back out. I know I've been lying to y'all for the longest about that. I apologize. But the WREs are coming back out. And you say UCF record prediction. I'm going to do that on the next show because I looked at it. I didn't even go that deep with it. I want to say, I've done it before, Shine, and I wanted to say 6-6 or 7-5. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure, Sean. I wasn't sure. There you go, Surfer Boy. Coach Hayes, you in the ground floor phase of the UCF show, but when they go 8-0, you're going to be ahead of the curve. You get it. You get it. You get it. See what I'm saying? Remember, Coach Hayes a Kane fan, but I'm also a businessman. And I'm also a business man. Holla at your boy. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. 149 people in the building. Thank y'all for hanging out with us, man. Facebook, YouTube. Still trying to work on this Twitter thing. I don't know why Elon Musk tripping. You're already a billionaire. You want to get more money from us and more money and more money? Come on. Anyway, with all that being said, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Go check us out in the Discord. And peace.